So I'm starting the stream right now. Last time, I think we didn't show that we got all these new.
No, this was after stream.
Oh yeah,
We noticed.
that
Yeah.
kinky ass
These pictures are so
Sebastian
good.
Yeah, Sebastian's got the handcuffs. We
and
got
fucking Kevin.
Kevin,
Damn Kevin.
fucking Kevin,
The worst.
and the ice cream.
So cute.
Who are you? All right, so we're not loading. We're actually just starting the game again, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Who should we go for this time?
we're gonna go for Anna,
Anna. Okay.
the
Dude,
hot red one.
skip ahead. Anna.
Meet with that motherfucker.
And hopefully prevent her
Maybe
death
you'll-
in the middle of the
Maybe you'll
story.
save her this time.
Maybe.
Fucking jerk.
She told me to meet her here, so she's got to be around somewhere. The production facility had many different wings,
No.
covering everything from research to processing.
You stopped doing this last stream.
I did, in addition to production.
I
It was
did-
easy to get lost if you didn't know where you were going. I heard some commotion in the distance, and when I approached, I was surprised to not only see Anna, but Remy as well. They seemed to be in the middle of a heated conversation. I thought it would be inappropriate to approach now, so I remained several paces back, out of their field of vision, but still close enough to be able to make out their words.
Snooping.
We have heard the rumors. So you come to me on the basis of rumors? Is that how you operate when we're British? What do you want from me? A really shitty British accent. What do you want?
I'll be Remy, and he'll
Okay.
be Australian.
Oh my god. This is gonna
This
be.
is not the first time you've been in trouble, you know. They might not be so lenient with you this time.
This is
I
awful.
don't know what you are talking about.
Consider this a warning. You should proceed carefully for your own good. Good.
If you wanted to threaten me, the least you could
Butchering.
do was, the least you could have done was to send someone more intimidating. You may be larger than I am, but even I can see that you are just a big coward. You wouldn't dare put your dirty claws on me.
Daddy, I washed him this morning. I wouldn't. I'm here as a courtesy to you, not to threaten or
Are
intimidate.
you fucking blushing, mate?
Oh, I'm blushing.
'Cause he
Can't.
wants-
I've got a little bit of the
Oh,
sunburn.
summer.
Do with that information whatever you wish. You know we'll be back, and if they find anything, there will be consequences. Already there will be
I
consequences.
think you need to drop the accent.
No,
Think I
never.
care? No.
No, this attitude of yours is not helpful.
Neither are you.
Well, I've said what I've came here to say. Good luck.
Whatever.
Bye.
Boy.
Boy.
Cheers.
Cheers. Remy turned to leave and started. Cheers, love. The cavalry's here. Remy's here. Started walking in my direction. I ducked behind a pillar. And then when he went past, I wasn't sure if he'd see me. I think he heard me though. By the way, he left, and I was safe to approach now. Hello. Hello. Hello.
What else can I say?
Hey.
Hey,
Wait, how long have you been there? Sorry.
how long have you been stealing my lines?
I'm sorry. Oh, I saw everything.
Why are you Australian now? Not that it matters much anyway. This is just par for the course for me.
I know, Remy. What's the problem?
Don't, you fucking liar. The nerve of that guy. He probably wouldn't be so uptight if it wasn't for that thing with his girlfriend a few years ago.
Oh, shit.
I don't care about him. It's his superiors that are the problem. They don't like me and the research I'm doing. They cite their traditions and values, claiming that those are what has kept us alive for so long. Anything were to change, it would obviously fracture the base this society is built on, cause it all to collapse, tear apart families, and all hell to break loose.
Just think. They might even build dragon-shaped appliances. It's
Who would do
crazy. It's crazy.
Don't even get me started on that red human-shaped thing over there. I
This
don't even
shit.
know.
This shit, this human silhouette of a person
Ugh.
for the bathroom.
At least if you believe those old timers that keep repeating those phrases.
Nobody uses that bathroom because of that sign. Who is that for?
It's
Nobody's
really
allowed.
clean.
Not for me.
And all that nonsense because of my research. Valuable research that could save lives, mind you.
What kind of research we talking about?
I could show you sometime, but we had to have fun, right?
Are we? What? I thought you wanted to show me since you said we were both in biology and all that.
Sure, but after doing this all day, you'll have to excuse me for not wanting to talk about it even more.
Oh, okay, so you want to fuck?
Wasting my time with
Wow.
that guy was just another setback. Not that I don't already have more than enough work to do. Even right now, I'm supposed to be working overtime. Overtime!
Overtime! Guess you can give me a tour some other time then.
I will. Oh, and thanks for the blood, by the way. The results aren't in yet, but I'll let you know when they are.
I hope I didn't give you AIDS. And that's why she died.
You gave me AIDS.
Yeah, sure.
That's why I
gave-
will die.
That's
That's what-
exactly what happened.
What?
I ate
don't-
your blood. Whoops.
Sorry, I don't know why I said that.
Good, I'm just as curious about the results as you are.
No, you aren't.
Okay. I am. I'm way curiouser than you are.
Is that a word?
Curiouser? Is that even a word?
Curiouser and
Anna?
curiouser. I mean, people say it. It's not a real word though.
I've never.
It's like when the plot thickens and you go curiouser and curiouser.
I
I don't know if it's an actual word though.
sounds.
Well, he says it
stupid.
is.
It's definitely a saying.
popularized.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, so there we go. So, oh, here we go. Here we go. It is, since an author popularized its use where I came from.
Then I am way more curiouser than you are.
Gotcha, bitch. Not if I'm the curiousest.
Oh God.
Excuse me for a moment, but I must weep for the English language. At this rate, why don't you say you're the most curiouserist?
Hey, Anna, how about you tell me this? Where did the word English come from?
I don't fucking know. Would I look like a fucking scientist? I'm a geologist.
Was it England? Was it England, a place that doesn't exist in your world yet you call it English? Anyway, I'm not sure. I'm not a linguist, are you?
I'm a cunning linguist.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice.
there we go. Not exactly, but I have a way with words. My tongue is quite skilled, or so I hear.
Wow.
What the fuck? Also, we're just playing the semantic game instead of talking about real things.
Some might even say cunning.
Oh my god, she's a cunning linguist.
Oh.
Oh my God. That's
She
exactly
blushed.
true.
Oh my god.
She
Oh my
blushed.
god. In any case, alright, I'll go with you, son. If you have to work overtime today, does it mean I should wait for you, or do you want me to come back another time?
Neither. I think my break should start right about now.
What a lucky coincidence. I hope no one notices your unscheduled break. Excuse me.
Whoa.
Sorry. Monster just bringing that up. I wish I had the ability to make breaks happen at my convenience.
Just one of the perks of being the manager of this facility.
Yeah. So where are we going?
I don't know where you are going, but I think I need a coffee or 5. You can tag along if you like.
She's just blushing at everything. It's like, it would be my pleasure.
We'll see if it'll be as mine as well.
Oh shit.
I hope you brought your own money though, because I'm not
Saucy
sharing.
minx.
Oh my god. She's starting off with the cunnilingus joke. How about analingus?
Oh my God.
She did that.
Please.
Some may call me anal.
Oh,
Like, okay.
Oh, okay.
oh my God. This
I-
is.
I didn't bring money, but everything I purchased is taken care of by my ambassador status.
Nice. Actually, that opens up some very interesting possibilities.
Well, it might,
That's a burp.
but I'd rather not do anything
burp.
too fishy. I don't want to raise any suspicion, you know.
When you say fishy, is it because of my earlobe things?
Oh shit.
I mean, good point.
Oh,
Good fucking point.
sorry.
Well, let's go then. Itakimasu and all.
After you, milady.
Oh.
And she
Don't call
leaves.
me
That's the appropriate response to that. It's fucking leave. There we are. We're gonna make Aideen jealous.
Finally, I can't wait to get some fucking coffee in my system. Like,
To my
whoa.
fucking system.
Oh, hello, Chrono. Nice to see you again.
Hey.
You're being so cute.
Who's your companion? Can't you just take my order?
Rude.
I apologize. Let me try that again. Welcome to our establishment. My name's Aideen, and I'll be your waitress today. What can I bring you to? I'll have a coffee. Thank you, and what can I bring the esteemed gentleperson on the other side of the table? Bring me a beer.
What a beer. Oh, I'll also take a coffee, please.
No problem, I'll be right back. No problem, I'm here to order something, not to chit-chat with the employees.
Okay, she's all about business, I guess.
Touchy.
think she was just trying to be friendly. I know her, it's fine. You know, she could be pretty annoying.
Aw.
Annoying.
She's trying to be friendly.
I guess I'm not a fan of the friendly then.
Uh-huh.
Here you go. Enjoy.
Didn't stick around that time.
Ah, I totally needed that fucking coffee.
Lapping up the coffee.
You look at like a dog? What's a dog?
What's a dog? I don't know. Do you have the fucking no pooping sign over there that has a picture of a dog on it?
Oh, that's for our mentally handicapped jokes.
We
We
don't.
don't usually pay attention to those.
We don't even pay attention to the visuals anymore. We just accept everything. What are cars? Is that a bus in the
What's a
background? They use buses.
What's a womb?
notice that?
What's a woman? So you work in that facility?
And your point is?
What's your job there? I mean, what do you do exactly?
We do all kinds of things. The truth is, we just have all kinds of specialized machinery there, which is used by many different people for many different purposes. The building is owned and run by the council, who oversees the schedule.
Huh.
It is quite handy since you can go from research to testing and even manufacturing all in the same complex. I started out as a researcher in biology, which is still my main job, but I've been there so long and learned the ins and outs of the building so well that eventually I was asked to take over some managerial duties. Sure, it means more work, but it also allows me to run a personal project every once in a while. Does that sate your curiosity? Not at all.
I've only seen glimpses, but it already sounds like a fascinating place.
I'm not sure I'd go so far as to call it fascinating, but it surely does give me a lot of opportunities.
Oh, I forgot to ask what you actually plan to do with my blood and the test results.
What is this, an interrogation?
Curiosity.
Yes, totally. You can call your lawyer if you like. I think someone's in a bad mood.
I knew you were gonna
Somebody's
read
got a
that.
case of the Mondays.
What is this fucking theory? What's this theory about?
Oh my god.
Is this a game theory?
Call your
Shit
lawyer
is
if you
really
like.
Maybe I should. I'll tell her you hit me, then sue for damages.
Jeez.
Excuse me, Prince.
Oh my god. Oh no.
What the fuck is this game? Excuse me, princess.
Oh,
She didn't like that.
You're such a fucking...
I'm never
Cringy.
gonna get her good ending if you keep pissing her off.
I guess I'll finish my drink quietly then if that's what you prefer.
Sorry, I'm just stressed from all the work lately. I'm not getting much respite
Respite.
between... Whatever.
I
Fucking
would have
word
read
is.
that
Oh,
too.
fuck.
Oh,
Like,
whatever.
respite. Spiting again. Between my regular work, overtime, personal projects, and other disturbances like that Remy sticking his nose where it doesn't belong.
Oi, somebody said my name.
In my cunning linguist.
I'm not even an Australian anymore.
Oh my god.
Sayonara.
This hurts me.
Top of the morning, mate.
Oh my god. What is that
It's like it's
blasphemy?
an Irish saying
Top of the
Saying-
morning, mate.
saying mate as if it's Australian, but it's not any of those accents.
Oh my god, this is blasphemy.
Top of
Anyway.
the morning, mate.
Top of the morning, mate. What do you?
Pick up! Top of the morning! Oh god. That's enough of that.
What do you usually do during your free time? Having a good work-life balance is very important, you know. What were we even talking about?
I don't even know. I love my job, I really do. Actually, I love it so much that even in my free time I still do things that have to do with biology.
Well, you get paid to do things you love, I guess.
As I said, I've got the opportunity to do my own projects sometimes, so that's what I focus on when I get the chance. It would be a shame to pass up an opportunity like that without using it. With the current influx of work, I rarely leave the facility if I'm not eating or sleeping. Even right now, I'm only on break and have to go back for another shift.
Maybe you should do something else for a change.
Maybe, but right now that's not really an option. It would help if the council weren't constantly sending their lackeys to mess with me.
So that wasn't the first time?
No, I suppose I'm on their watch list or something.
Probably for stealing people's blood. Why is that?
Definitely not for stealing people's blood. It's a long story, and not one for a first date.
Why do you think I'm red? So you're saying this is a date?
Oh my god.
No, I'm saying that even if this was a date, which would be more than whatever this is, it wouldn't be very appropriate. Stories about work aren't very romantic.
It's always about work with you. Come on, you're on break. Maybe we should do something to take your mind off of that, all of that for once.
Like what?
Fuck. I'm sure.
Fuck.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, right now. Analingus on the table.
On the table.
Hey, Dean, come over here.
Hey, Dean, I need coffee.
I need you to watch.
We're gonna give
I
him
need
a
you
coffee
to
enema.
watch.
Here we go.
Oh my
Do you have any
Coffee
other?
enema.
Do you have any other hobbies? Yes, coffee enemas.
Yeah. Not really.
Yeah.
Hey, waitress.
Oh, fuck. How can I help you?
Do you have anything here to
Do you have any
entertain your?
hobbies?
Do you have any hobbies? Oh yeah, coffee
Oh, yeah.
enemas.
God.
Damn it! Do you have anything here to entertain your guests? Any games or other distractions?
I'm not sure. Let me go check.
Whoop.
What exactly are you trying to do?
Play games. Anything to get you shut up.
What's your work already?
I'm being cute and spontaneous.
God.
Just wait and you'll see.
The anticipation is killing me.
Oh, you're more alive than you would be.
Actually, no, it's boredom.
Cause of death.
It's more for the kids, but we don't really have anything else.
It's gonna be like a coloring page.
I think it is.
It's fine,
Let's have,
thank
like,
you.
Pens,
Have fun.
crayons.
Fucking losers. A board game,
Huh.
really?
Oh, come on.
Well, you did say you were bored.
Oh my god. Jesus.
It's like 3 coffees to go.
I need more coffee. I know it's not. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Knizgis.
Kniski's textile merchant, but I suppose it's better than
What are
nothing.
you talking about?
What?
Like knife, Nizki?
Is this a? Is this a pun? Is this a reference to a similar titled game?
I have no idea.
Let's Google it.
Clothing
KN.
seller? Kniski's
Nizki.
Nizki's
Nizki, it's... what the fuck?
textile merchant.
Wait.
It's probably a reference to another board game. Textile merchant?
It's...
Kniski?
Who knows?
It's a
I don't know.
game. Never mind. Yeah, no, it didn't.
Yeah, it's probably just a reference to something else.
What if they
I'm
made
not
a game?
con-
They're just trying to plug it. Oh, this is a totally other awesome game. Connect
But
4.
I'm not convinced that this will accomplish anything unless your goal is to make me regret this day.
Oh, well. It seems to be a trivia game. It's like Trivial Pursuit. Do you have any? Do you have good general knowledge?
Do you even know what kind of advanced knowledge I have to memorize and work with every single day?
How about pop culture?
You bet I have good general knowledge, certainly more than enough to beat a foreigner like you.
If you're so confident, maybe we should make a bet.
What do you have in mind?
Say if I win, I'll get to go on a real date with you. No fitting me in during your break. No complaining about everything, and no acting as if you're doing me a favor. I'm gonna force you to go on a date with me.
And when
I'm
we're
gonna win you.
when
You're
we're
gonna be my
fedora,
prize.
and You're gonna like it.
Oh my god.
That's how I do. I'm a man. You're my prize to be won. Here we go. Especially because it was you who wanted to meet me in the first place.
And if I win, I'll have you come in sometime so I can run more tests on you.
Shit. I could am I gonna be playing a game? That's what you
cannot
want,
agree.
so be it.
Let's do this then. Since it was your idea, it's only fair that I start. So how does this work?
It seems to be pretty simple. We take turns drawing cards and asking questions until we both ask the number that we agree on beforehand. Whoever gets more right in the end wins.
How many questions shall it be then?
How about 5?
Let's make it 3. Not sure how long this will take, and my break won't be for too long either.
Alright, go ahead then.
Alright, fuck it then.
I saw mischief in her eyes, her stare piercing, paired with the hint of an arrogant smirk that exposed her anticipation. She seemed confident that she would win and loved every second of it. Slowly, her hand went over the
Slowly.
deck of cards and drew the topmost. I draw! Uh-oh, it is a game. Give me a quick sec. Boop.
Just gonna cheat. Hope you don't mind.
Who is cited as one of our most important historians, his work spanning over 20 books, credited with mapping out our entire history since the beginning of sentience. I know this one.
Ooh. That'd be
Damien
interesting.
Dandelion.
This would be an interesting answer.
I'm afraid that's wrong. I'm so sorry, Chrono.
Oh.
I mean, this one. How could you even know that? You've only been here for what, a few days?
Wow, I'm a dirty cheater.
This is so wrong.
Maybe you shouldn't underestimate me.
Oh my god.
I'm a fucking time traveler, bitch.
Whoops. It's like Groundhog Day up in this bitch.
Dirty cheater.
Phil? Phil Connors?
Oh my god. Maybe. I guess Phil Connors, okay.
Let's see how you fare with your first question.
Bring it.
Okay. I draw. How far can you walk into the woods?
Only until the middle. Anything after that and you're walking out of the woods again.
Oh, you're right. That's a rather weird question, though. It's not really trivia.
I read
It's
the right...
more of a riddle.
I suppose I read the right kinds of books growing up. I know most of these trick questions.
Oh.
Let's see what the second question has in store for you, shall we? Alright, if there are 5 apples and you take away 3, how many do you have?
3.
Guess you also know your trick question.
It's not math. I took 3 apples. Shit. Apparently so. Okay, here's your question.
They both have red names.
Yes. In which year do our in which year of our timeline did we gain sentience?
0. The beginning of our timeline marks the event which we gain sentience.
Oh, sorry, that's a trick question. I was asking when we, humans, gained our sentience. There's no way you could know that. You lose.
Maybe you're a dragon and you don't even know.
Oh, fuck. I haven't seen myself in a mirror before, so I guess it could be right again. Have you played this game before?
It's a children's game. These questions aren't really a challenge.
I see.
I'll just go ahead and draw the next card so we can end this.
Round 3. Fight. Final round.
The adventurer who values his life has to choose between 3 rooms to cross. Which one of the following would be the safest? 1. A room filled with poisonous gas. 2. A room filled with 100 highly trained assassins. 3. A room submerged in water filled with alligators that have not eaten in 8 months.
Hmm.
None of these.
Oh, what is she?
What was the question again?
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry.
Round
Round 3. Well, this is
I kinda
weird.
missed that.
An adventurer
Oh,
who
sorry.
values his life has to choose between 3 rooms to cross.
Okay, so it's a safe.
I would say
Which would be
the
the
poisonous
safest?
gas. You could just hold your breath and go through.
This one.
This one, you got things attacking you. This thing's you got things attacking you. Room submerged in water filled with
Or unless
alligators.
it's none of these, and it's like, well,
If you have to choose, then I would say this.
Nope. In fact, all the rooms are equally deadly. Alligators can go
Oh,
up. That's right. All of the rooms are equally deadly. Alligators can go up to 2 years or more without food, making room number 3 as deadly as the others. The other 2 rooms should not require any explanation.
Actually, you said he has to choose. But I guess
Yeah,
he values his life, so he
Yeah.
just
So,
chooses
which
not
is
to.
the safest? Like, oh, nothing.
Yeah, yeah. He could just rot outside the room. What a great life he has.
At least according to this card. To be honest, I think the answer is debatable.
Agreed.
Don't worry, I still count it as the right answer for you. No need to get your tail caught in a door about it.
Here I go,
Shit.
getting caught in a door. How did you know I have a tail?
I know.
Looks like
You
this
have
is
your
gonna be.
human horn, don't you?
Oh shit! Human horn.
four.
Just get it over with already.
All right, I draw. What is the approximate acceleration speed of a nose-diving flyer? Diving flyer.
I'll have to think about that one for a
What
minute.
is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? I was just kidding.
Still could have calculated that.
Yeah, well, I didn't give you the weight or the height of the flyer, so you would have just been bullshitting anyway. Unless you were just gonna say like
Average, I guess.
Like
Average is
gravity.
everything.
terminal velocity or something. Okay, here's the real question.
Do you like me?
Do you like me?
Oh my God.
What is the only substance known to be lighter in its solid form compared to its liquid state?
Water.
You.
I mean water.
Okay. I guess you're right. Seems to be correct.
Of course it is, duh.
I don't know. Ice is pretty heavy. But so is water.
So was water.
You answered Anna's questions correctly. Good, well done. I didn't cheat. Look, I couldn't have known the first one. I was just thought it would be interesting that it would be a zoomie.
Yeah. Well, it appears to me that our game has ended in a tie.
What do you propose?
I say we both get our rewards. After all, we each made a good effort to get them.
Oh boy. That's fine with me, I guess.
I won't have a spot in the facility to do the test for a while, though, so I suppose next time we meet, it'll be a date.
And you can do tests on me on the date.
Oh, God.
Don't forget what I said earlier about what I expect from you on this date. You better be on your best behavior.
Trolling.
I'll try.
You better act like somebody else or I won't want to be with you anymore.
Jesus.
Thank you.
In any case, I should head back to work. My break is just about over.
Yeah, P.S. Next time I see you, don't be a bitch. How about that? That's a good,
My programming.
Aren't I attractive? See you soon, then?
Of course, and I'll make sure you deliver your part of the deal.
Oh, she wants my blood. Or
What's
something
your blood?
else.
In your
Other
PA. See you
She
soon.
wants...
Johnny.
Whoop!
Bob.
Bye!
Whoop.
Oh, mate, you stepped on my tail!
I got my fucking tail stuck in the door.
Des-
God damn it, Aideen.
Despite all odds, I managed to match her perfect score in the game we played. A game for children. A children's card game, you might say. Even though my bet of forcing her to go on a proper date with me was more to get back at her for her earlier rudeness. I had not expected this outcome. I was not sure what I expected from this meeting in the first place, but now I was locked into going on a date with her and being her own personal guinea pig. Do they even know what guinea pigs are? Whether anything good would come of this, I wasn't sure either. Well, maybe she won't die this time.
Or maybe she will. You don't know.
Hopefully not.
Alright, so, Sebastian.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we want to save him again.
Well, Shoji said that might be able to just.
Well, it's gonna skip it over it anyway, so I don't have to do.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Oh, it's pretty cold.
It's alright.
pretty cold.
Oh shit!
Fucked up.
Sorry, I'll do it again.
Fuck.
Hey, like a big. It's pretty cold.
Does it take some... Wait, no. I suppose it takes some getting used to. Sorry about that.
A blanket would have been nice, at the very least.
I could warm you up.
What?
Not sure if it would be safe to keep a fire burning overnight.
Oh my God.
You're right, but I wasn't talking about that.
I see.
Either way, the only blanket I can offer is myself.
What?
Wow, this just took a turn. I'll take it.
Yes.
All right, then.
Oh my God! I even suggested that
Joey!
we cuddle with him.
What are you doing?
Is that better?
Sure, friend.
Friend.
He was like, sure.
Slept in the cave. Boom, boom.
Wow. So they gave us an option to get all cuddly with him because we didn't beforehand.
Yeah,
All right.
interesting. Wait a minute.
I think you pretty much can just pick whatever.
I'm gonna do
Just
Tattoo
doesn't really
Park.
matter. You
Wait.
pretty much just like stop searching the park and then leave.
Wait, I didn't mean the park. I meant the grocery store.
Oh, too bad, you're going to the park.
Shit!
Just stop searching the park.
Read the sign. Stop searching the park. Grocery store. Bye! I just want to skip ahead.
Oh, see ya. There isn't much information, you kind of didn't do anything.
Bye!
I just wanted to update you. I still don't have an open spot in the facility for your test, but I'll be free if you want to cash in on your reward.
Hmm.
You know I'm busy, so this is your chance for your date if you even still want to go through with it. Take it and leave it. I don't care much anyway. Either way. In any case, you know where to find me. I don't think I like you or anything.
I guess the choice is mine. Anna!
Anna.
And just on time. Now, where is she? Ah! Hello? What's this? Looked like a message. It's like, oh my god, who is
Something came
screaming
up
out
at the-
there?
Something came up at the last second. Wait for me. It shouldn't be too long, Anna.
Huh. I guess at the last second is meant in a literal sense here, or else she could have just called me. Guess we're playing the waiting game then. I'll win for sure. Okay, it's been like an hour and my patience is slowly but surely. Oh no. Wait. I've already waited this long, so I guess I can wait a little longer. Oh. I'm not sure who broke the world record holder for most patient person is, but now I feel like a contender.
Is she okay?
Still no sign of her though.
Wait.
Not try to get into her lab?
Or I guess you can do that too. I think just don't go home.
I'm gonna score myself some sweet lab equipment. That's the least you can do for making me wait. Maybe I'll just wait inside. Standing here is getting getting rather tedious. Push the door does nothing. It does nothing. Neither does pulling.
The goggles. They do
The
nothing.
goggles, they do nothing. Guess I'm out of options here. Hey, what's this? At the bottom of the door, the corner of an envelope was noticeably sticking out. Take it! Pulling at the corner, I was now holding the envelope in my hands. Well, I gotta pass the time somehow, right? Let's see. Dear Anna, points for next month's treatment plan, Dr. Polito. Probably shouldn't be looking at this. Quickly, I put the letter back into the envelope and push it through the gap of the door. You looked at Anna's envelope. Naughty.
Okay.
Otter.
What
What are you looking at?
Ah! Your beautiful door. What have you been at? Where have you been all this time?
Reading comprehension must not be your strong suit because my note clearly said I'd be back soon.
Note to self, the word soon now refers to a time span of over 2 hours when waiting for a scheduled appointment.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, bitch, look outside.
Oops. It certainly didn't feel like it.
Maybe you should get a watch for your tiny little wrists.
They don't make them.
One for each.
Alright, sorry for making you wait.
Yeah. You better be. Let's just go. Losing track of time happens to the best of us.
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, well, fuck it.
I guess we missed our movie.
Can't we see the late screening or something? Late screaming.
That was the late screening. The theater's closed now.
Ah, maybe we should reschedule.
That won't work, at least not for me. Today was the only day I could leave early. I won't have another chance anytime soon.
Well, you didn't leave early, so... So what do we do now?
Maybe the coffee place is still open? I don't know.
Guess it's better than nothing.
Let me see.
Closed as well. Fuck.
I guess-
Christ!
That's just
God damn it!
peachy. Just fucking peachy. Why do you keep working so late anyway? Go!
Because what I'm doing is important.
Well, okay. I understand you wanted to see things through to completion. How long have you been working on your current project?
Not long enough to finish it.
That's not good. You're gonna burn yourself out.
So what?
Is your work really worth jeopardizing your health over? Not gonna help anyone if you're dead.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh.
If I don't finish this, no one else will. No one else can.
I guess it's important that you stay alive then.
Yeah.
Besides, I was only late today because I got your stupid blood work ready.
Oh, you have the test results?
Yeah, want to know what I have to say about them?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, how much do you know about genetics?
A little bit, I guess.
Don't worry, I'll put it into words that are easy for you to understand, you fucking
Hey,
imbecile.
hey,
Twunk.
Was that
keep
too
it
big
down
for
to
you
2
also?
syllables per word. Thank you.
To start off, I found out that, on average, about 90% of your genes are homologous to our
Excuse me.
species genes.
That's above 2. Go back.
Homologous. Homologous, what the fuck. That may
Okay.
seem like a lot, but to put it into perspective, about 50% of your DNA is also shared with fruit.
Huh?
To further elaborate, you and your human neighbor back home are probably around 99.9% genetically similar. If you compared the various sentient species we have here to each other, they would only be around 95 to 97% similar. As for what exactly all of this tells us, although a match of 90% sounds like a lot, it's not as much as you might think. Still, for two beings from a different world altogether, that's quite remarkable. Beyond DNA, the biggest similarity between us is within the brain structure, but that's not surprising considering our high-level cognitive abilities.
I have a thumb. That'll surprise Maverick.
What do you mean?
He doesn't seem to like humans very much. I'm sure he'll be displeased to know how similar we are.
Oh, he doesn't like anyone, really. He's just like me in that way.
Yeah, you two would make a great couple.
You're a little late for that. I'm already his ex-girlfriend.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Really? How did that go?
What do you think?
Not that you might think, it actually went pretty well, for a while at least. But in the end, we both got too absorbed in our jobs until we realized we had drifted apart too much and agreed it would be better if we just broke up. I still respect him for the work he does. I mean, we even used to solve crime together. I'd be in the lab running tests and he'd be out in the field chasing after the perps. Those were good times.
How many perps are there? I guess nowadays he just chases after me.
What?
I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say that, but if you know him, maybe you can help me out?
I certainly can't help you if you don't tell me what's going on.
Okay, but this is just between us, alright?
Sure, whatever.
Maverick is convinced I'm an accomplice of a crime? He made a point to tell me that he's searching for proof to legally arrest me, or worse.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that.
Really?
It's nothing. He can't find any proof that doesn't exist.
How do you know there isn't proof? Still, doesn't feel like nice to be threatened and stalked, especially by someone like him.
The hell? Oh, I'm like something's flapping in the wind and it's just the curtain. I'm like, what the fuck?
There's a bird.
That's just him. He gets way too into it once he sets his sights on something.
I noticed.
It's his job. What do you expect?
I wish you'd just leave me alone.
He wasn't always like this, you know.
Here we go.
A couple of years ago, he was assigned to this one case. Flashback.
Look, he's got a badge.
He was still relatively new on the force, young and eager to help. Then reality came crashing down on him. There was this serial killer who shook up the whole town. Victims were apparently eaten.
Jeez.
We later found out that the killer's actions were the result of a degenerative disease, which brought his feral nature to the foreground. At that point, he was just a wild animal, turned into a cannibal that hunted under the shadow of night. Everyone in town was up in arms, terrified that they'd be next. Police did everything they could. Curfew was instated and patrols guarded the streets at night. And then they found him munching on his 5th victim. Poor little Maverick was not prepared for what he would find.
Stand back, Maverick.
This is before
I'll
he got
handle
his bite.
this. Oh yeah, that's been always got the no throat
This one
scar.
had the neck. Yeah, scar.
Miles? It was his brother.
Step away from the body, Miles.
Miles couldn't comprehend their words and only saw rivals who wanted to take away his prey. He wasn't about to just let go of it without a fight.
Miles raised his head from his kill, blood dripping from his maw. The officer's breaths were smothered by the deadly stillness of the night. Fangs bared. Should you be reading this, actually? I don't know.
Thanks,
Whatever.
bad. The pale dragon snarled and stood strong in front of his meal, prepared to protect it from the two who intruded upon his territory.
Whatever this is, Miles, it's over. Don't make it worse now.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck!
God damn it! Not my neck! In an instant, Miles was upon Bryce. They clashed in a fury of teeth and claws. Miles had the advantage with his small frame and quicker movements. Bryce could not get a clear hit in. It all happened so fast that Maverick didn't know what to do. Rolled on the ground and Bryce ended up on his back. I don't know how I know all this, but as helpless as a turtle, Miles pinned him and clamped his jaws around his neck. Bryce's claws were the only thing preventing Miles from biting down, and they were slipping, slick with blood and quivering with fatigue as he tried to push him off. For a brief moment, Bryce thought he'd meet his end. Jaws suddenly relaxed and he was able to dislodge them. He looked up. He saw that Maverick had managed to get Miles from behind. He bit through his brother's neck from above. Blood flowed down Maverick's jaws and over Miles' lifeless body. Bryce had been saved, but the young dragon wore a wide-eyed, empty stare.
Poor Maverick.
Fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
Maverick blamed himself for not taking better care of his brother. He knew Miles had problems and was taking medication for it. He wished he could have done more to help him.
Don't worry, it was the humans' fault first. We made you. I mean...
Yeah. The medication wasn't the right one, by the way.
Ooh.
Maverick takes solace in the fact that he was able to save Bryce. But he's never been the same since that incident. Now he scrutinizes everyone and everything.
Not sure how that's supposed to help me.
It doesn't, but now you know why he is how he is. It's not unusual for him to act like this, so you might just have to wait it out. Anyway, let's get back to your test results. Since you were so interested, did you want a copy of them?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No problem.
I heard you also wanted Ray's blood?
Of course, I invited him over too, but that was before you arrived here.
I thought what we had was special!
I was hoping you'd read it like that.
Oh, it is. Reza was too stuck up to agree to anything.
You wouldn't even participate in an exhilarating round of trivia board games?
Not even that. Can you believe it?
I can almost see the sarcasm dripping from your mouth.
Still, it is kind of a shame. It would have been interesting to compare your blood to his.
What a shame indeed. Let's just enjoy our romantic date in the back alley of a coffee shop. I was about to say those exact words.
Of course.
Unless you want to take this someplace else.
What, you don't like hanging around dirty back alleys?
I mean, do you want to do stuff in dirty back alleys? Actually, I do. I'd rather be someplace less dirty. I'd prefer someplace inside. Actually, I do.
Now that's the spirit.
I'm getting kind of hungry. I figured we'd be having our meal on our date.
What? Can't you go a few hours without having to stuff your face?
Different body.
I could offer you a handful of dirt if that's to your taste, Chrono. I already have my own dirt.
I already have my own dirt. Sorry, but I already have my own dirt.
Oh, really? What kind of dirt would that be?
Only the finest governmentally funded dirt from Tatsu Park. Your filthy back alley stuff has nothing on this.
Oh my god.
You win this round.
Ha! Ha 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 ha! Either way, the side dish would be nice.
Okay.
Are you alright?
I know this one place that never closes. Let's go there.
Sure. It's like her house.
My house.
My place.
Live outside.
After several minutes of walking, Anna led me to the outskirts of town. She was gonna kill me. we arrived at the farmhouse.
I decided to accept my fate.
Is the stream still up? Okay, because it was just buffering for me.
Yeah.
We arrived at the farmhouse. On one side, fields stretched towards the horizon. On the other were lush green hills. It was almost a zone. With finished
Saw a little
populations of
Blue
animals.
thing running.
What is that thing?
You're past. Way too past.
I thought I heard a siren. Okay, anyway. I'm here. I'm crazy. What kind of restaurant is this supposed to be?
Self-serve.
Oh no.
Oh.
You're a bad girl, Hannah.
Like that.
Wow.
I know.
Oh my god.
How well can you hunt?
Me? Me? Even if I knew how, it's not like I have any equipment here.
Equipment? What a sissy.
I am sis.
Claws and sharp teeth like you. What the fuck?
You've got hands and teeth. What more do you need?
Tools. A long-range weapon, maybe?
Like fire? I suppose you could even make use of that. Alright, since I'm apparently the only one capable of acquiring food, I'll be right back. Fucking pussy.
Anna walked over to a fenced enclosure of animals that reminded me of sheep. She crouched and squeezed herself to the bars, after which I lost sight of her. Waiting game 2.0. Start. Starto.
Bueno. No, wait. It was Dante Bueno.
Dante Point.0. It only took a couple of minutes for her to return, dragging one of the animals behind her from now bloody jawed and hands. Well,
Hi. Dinner's ready.
no, it didn't. What kind of animal is this?
It's called a mouflon.
Oh no, it's definitely.
It's like a sheep.
That's
Anyway.
a sheep. That's the name of a sheep. Sheep.
Do you have a part you'd prefer? See how nice I am? I'm even letting you choose first.
Rump.
Oh my god.
No hungry anymore.
I need to cook this with fire, but rump.
No problem.
Using one of her claws, she skinned the dead mouflon and divided it into the various pieces.
Do you want yours grilled or raw?
Grilled, unless prepared properly, raw meat carries a significant risk of diseases for us.
How inept can your species even be? You can't hunt on your own. You need tools and help at every step. You don't even have claws to cut things up. I'm not sure how you could ever survive in the wild.
Tools.
How's that being inept when it's just sort of like that's how a species is built?
Seriously, what god did you piss off to end up like that?
Well, our brains seem to be evolution.
Non-human watching.
I have no idea. I guess after millions of years of evolution, nature decided that we didn't need those abilities anymore. Instead, we got very articulate hands and arms and our upright stance. Those let us do many other things.
Like what?
Fuck. Who builds everything in your society? Who's responsible for delicate tasks like assembling electronics, manufacturing, or cooking and bartending?
That's mostly us, the runners. We've got proper hands after all.
Now compare your arms to mine. Ours are much longer and have way more mobility. Especially our fingers. Here.
Oh no.
They have incredible amount of articulation. The difference between you and me is I'm a guy. And you're a girl covered in blood.
Seems like way too much blood, honestly.
As big as the difference between you and another of your species. Just imagine what we could do with our advantages.
Oh, you think you can school me?
Well, sure I can.
Don't get cocky. We've overcome the limitations of individual species with all our technology.
Actually, we have technology back home that is far superior to yours.
Oh.
I'd love to see it, though we've already gathered plenty of information on your tech from the databases contained on your PDA.
Dick
What will you do when we catch up?
If you get there, we'll see. That part of the song sounds like a siren. She opened her maw wide before a liquid shot from both. Oh shit! From both corners of her mouth onto the ground before below the parts of the mufflin she had prepared. I'm having a stroke. After a few seconds, the liquid burst into flame, heating up our dinner. That's a neat trick.
I bet you wish you can do that, huh?
No, I'm not a monster.
Oh my god, that's so
That'd be
stupid.
wicked cool.
Wicked cool. Right? Comes in handy.
How does that work anyway? Don't you ever burn your mouth?
Not at all. They're actually two different components. Did you ever see How to Train Your Dragon? They only catch on fire when a sufficient quantity of both is present.
Interesting. I'm totally listening. The blood just dripping into the fire.
This is so romantic.
You want to clean
Love
your
it.
maw?
No.
It honestly does seem
You're
like
literally
a
caught
relationship.
red-handed if somebody finds us. My sheep!
No. No, I'm
Those
just
were
all
my
red.
pets!
Oh no.
Is that what it is in the
Oh,
background?
no, I saw that, yeah.
Oh no.
I'm so sad.
Oh no. The flames
No.
weakened and grew smaller until they were out, revealing steamy, appetizing pieces of meat.
Help yourself.
Sorry, I ate it already. I grabbed a piece, but dropped it as soon as I felt the heat on my fingertips. Ouch! That's too hot!
Sage.
Can't take a little heat, huh? Too bad.
Unaffected by its temperature, she took a piece in her hand, tore off a chunk of it with her teeth, and started chewing. I guess your scales are a good insulator.
Evidently so.
We wear gloves. How's it taste?
Just wonderful. Stolen goods always taste best. I can already picture the old farmer reduced to tears after he discovers one of his precious mouflons is gone.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's kind of a cunt.
Seriously, knock it off. Jeez.
Wild one.
You're a wild one, Anna.
Thanks, I could teach you a thing or two.
Oh boy.
I think it should be cool enough for your sensitive little fingers now.
Bitch.
It's so condescending.
Bitch!
Careful, Anna. Grab one of the bitch. Get one of those
What was
bitches.
that? Nothing.
Nothing? Which by now it indeed cooled down enough for me not to burn it anymore and took a bite. It was a little bland, I had to admit, but not bad for something that was alive less than an hour ago and prepared in the wild.
How do you like your mouflon a la Anna?
I could use a few spices. I feel like a wild animal. Not bad. Not bad, I'd have to say.
Especially at that price.
Yeah, well, now I got that forever burned in my brain, so that's a pretty hefty price, honestly. You killing that poor sheep. How did you just go out and hunt on your own?
Only when necessary, or when I feel like it.
We shouldn't even call it hunting. These guys were fenced in. They didn't stand a chance. Like fish in a barrel.
Can't stand a chance.
They stand a chance!
I still go to fancy restaurants because I can afford it. They don't mean much to me.
Oh, humble brag.
For me, it's all about the experience, and one isn't necessarily better than the other.
I can see your point. This was unusual, but fun. I would have preferred the fancy restaurant. This certainly isn't how I thought the evening would go, but it was pretty fun.
Anyways, I'm stuffed.
Me too. We're still playing leftover. What are we gonna do with it all?
You can just leave it here. Hey, maybe the old farmer will help himself to it.
Jesus. Won't this
What's
attract
good?
predators or something?
So what? They need to eat too.
Yeah, but they're gonna eat everything else if they get led to it, right?
Well, we should probably leave before that senile has-been wakes up from his evening nap.
Wow. Yeah, let's go. Jeez.
Anna.
Well, that was interesting.
Wait a minute, I've got something for you.
Eye-opening.
I killed the farmer.
I
Here's his head.
I left it on your porch.
Here you go, your test results, black on white.
Thanks, but did you really need to spend all that extra time getting this done today?
I just wanted to get it over with when I had the chance.
Maybe you should start thinking about not working so late on a regular basis. It might do you some good, Anna.
Why do you think so?
I'm just saying. If you think it passes today, that's not a good sign.
I just didn't pay attention to the time, but I guess that's because I barely go out anyway, and I didn't even think about watching the clock. Okay, point taken.
So what are you gonna do?
I'll think about it. You know, now that this date is officially over, if I don't work overtime every single day, I could fit you in for the end of your deal, or for your end of the deal.
Of course you didn't forget about that.
I'll let you know the details, or just call me if I forget.
Sure.
Oh, I wonder if she won't stay overtime anymore, if something won't happen.
Nothing going on today. Guess I could do whatever. Spend the day reading.
Yeah, 'cause we don't need to talk to anybody.
In the end,
Yeah,
I skipped the text.
In the end, it didn't even matter.
You know Anna, right?
Well,
I've met her, yes. How about her assistant? I met him once or twice. Well, that's him.
the assistant dies instead? What the
Oh.
fuck?
Interesting.
He stayed instead of her.
I got really worried. I was like, no.
Again? Huh. Are you okay? I don't know. Is there anything I can do?
Me? Bryce?
Me? Bryce?
Yo, lover in a different timeline?
Let's get this over with. Bryce gave me a concerned look, but then nodded. And here's more bad news. The blood we found on the first victim in town matches the DNA evidence found on the second victim at the power facility. Furthermore, the murder weapon... Blah, 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 blah. You've seen this.
Yes, I want to skip ahead.
As you wish.
Your Highness?
Excuse me, princess. What should I do? Police archives. Oh.
Ah!
Oh! Sure, I'll help
I'm
you.
kind of busy right now. Fuck off.
Stay inside, call the police. Visit the police archives again.
Because we didn't actually visit him. We just talked to.
Yes.
What's his face?
Stay. The blueprint. Read the structural damage report. That's
there
good
anything
stuff.
Well, we're not missing anything that we need to do for Anna, I hope. Like with Adine.
I don't really remember, but just, I guess, go through it and we'll see.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I was just getting that information just in case I need it for something at the end. I think the
Yeah, 'cause,
blueprint's kind of important.
You can always look it up, but whatever.
I guess so.
Sup, bitch? There you are. I was wondering if you'd even show up.
Hey, your assistant died. You seem pretty broken up about that. I'm an honorable person. I wouldn't miss an opportunity to meet you. I didn't have anything better to do. You're basically my last resort.
Glutton for punishment, huh? Not that I mind.
Hey, did you say mutton? I'm still scarred.
Follow me, please.
Oh, God.
God, you right here.
So what exactly is this room?
It's our testing room for research on live subjects.
Question.
Yes.
Not answer.
Not as beds. With you guys and your tails, is a flat surface best? I think you would have made something more. I don't know.
We lay on our sides.
I guess so.
But what about the no more questions, please?
No more questions. Whatever.
Fantastic.
And what exactly do you test here?
You'll see that soon enough. I intend to use this facility to its fullest potential.
She's been more blushy than anybody else.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see.
Let's start with this one.
What's that?
I can get a good look at your bone structure, muscle groups, and organs with this. For the finer details, we'll need a different machine. Would you please lie down here?
Okay. Before we start, can I ask about your qualifications?
You can trust me. I'm a doctor.
Of what? What kind of doctor?
Mad
Well,
doctor.
Doctor of Pharmacy is the only title I currently hold, but I know how to operate this machinery.
Doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
You think I'd let an opportunity like this go to waste by not doing my research? I have you know that I'm very qualified to perform these tests.
If you say so,
I've graduated from Navy SEALs. Whatever.
I'll have you know that
Now,
I've
please. Yeah.
guerrilla
Whatever
warfare.
that copy pasta bullshit. Now, please try not to move too much while this is running.
I never knew what the guerrilla warfare was because I don't know what gorillas are.
What are gorillas? Do you have
We're
the-
gorillas.
What are frogs?
And how long will that be?
Good question. I suppose we'll see soon enough.
And what do we do now? Just wait until it's over?
What do you want me to do? Dance for you so you don't get bored?
Do it.
I don't mind that.
What's a dancing dragon look like anyway?
Is that your scientific curiosity shining through? I can approve of that.
You didn't answer my question.
Well, I'm not going to show you. If you're that curious, you might find the answer in the seedier parts of town.
Ah.
Oh boy. I'll give you seed.
Oh.
You're down to seedy parts?
Oh, there's a lot you haven't seen yet.
Oh, God.
Take me.
You know, when I heard that something happened at the facility, I thought it might have been you.
To the seedy places.
It's quite something, isn't it? You know, if I stayed as late as I used to, it might have been me instead of Damien.
Hmm.
As it was.
Yeah.
And it's only because you told me not to stay late so often that I wasn't there that night.
Aren't I suspicious? Still, somebody died.
Whoa.
I'm not crying over that bastard.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
All right, you can move again.
Alright, dokie dokie. Does that mean I'm done?
That's a good one. Ha ha ha! That's a good one. We're just getting started.
What about the results?
Nice. Don't hold your breath. It'll be processing for some time, and the resulting data will be so vast that I'll probably end up studying it for days.
No.
Let's collect some samples now. Where should I start?
Oh.
Wherever you like.
Show me your claws.
Your claw.
There you go. That would be fingernails in my case.
I suppose you're right. It would be insulting to call those thin little things of yours claws. They probably break off before you can make use of them in any practical way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just they're more for scratching the skin. Got a little bit of an itch. Just one more way nature gave us the short end of the stick.
So, which part would be fine for me to cut off?
Hair. Take a piece from the white part. The rest you see is attached to the finger. Oh, sorry.
Hold still then.
Don't cut out too much.
Don't worry, I only need enough to put it under a microscope.
Oh.
There, was that so bad?
Clip.
Do you want me to put a bandage on your little boo-boo?
Oh my god.
I'll show you a
Show you.
boo-boo.
What
Well, is that a threat?
Do that one.
You better behave. I'm doing you a favor. Whatever. I'll show you a boo-boo.
No, thanks.
Sorry. You better behave. I'm doing you a favor.
No, you aren't. You're only giving me what you owe. Oh.
Alright, whatever.
Oh, I guess with the right training, I can make something out of you after. Yeah.
What now?
I'm Pikachu. I mean,
You go right with the microscope.
yeah, I'll go right under the microscope. Sorry. I would go right under the microscope.
She got up and sat down at the table, intently. Anna stared at the device while messing around with a nail clipping.
Let's see.
Well, what do I got? What's the news? Putting your feet on a microscope is something we used to do in middle school.
Quiet, please. There's a scientist at work here.
Oh, where are they? Okay.
Okay. This structure looks a lot like keratin.
Yeah. I could have told you that. Because it is.
Well, that's not much of a surprise, really. Keratin is the substance that forms the claws on us dragons and most of the animals here. At least as far as mammals, reptiles, and birds are concerned. Wait, we are reptiles.
Yeah.
Fuck. So why would you retain the structure but not do anything useful with it is beyond me.
It gets better. They grow continuously, so they need to be cut regularly.
What happens if you don't cut them?
We have to put them in a bag and they grow nerve endings. They just keep growing.
How much can they keep growing?
Pretty much indefinitely.
If you take care of
Do they
them
get-
enough.
Do they get thicker at least, or what else happens when they grow?
Teddy thickens too. They just get longer.
What a hassle.
Yeah. So how long are you planning on keeping me here?
Getting impatient already?
Well, I didn't wait 2 hours, but I'm just saying our date didn't last all that long, and you mentioned you'll already have days worth of data from that machine.
Well, we never specified any terms, and I sat out on our date until it was officially over. This will certainly go by much quicker if you can show a little patience.
Says the queen of complaining. I'll shut up then.
Thank you.
Let me call her queen of complaining.
I don't complain, I just point out errors. Besides, I'd be empress, not just a queen.
I see how it is.
By the way, how do you feel about needles?
Love them!
Put it in me.
Go ahead and poke me if you need to. Please, no.
God, no.
Go ahead and poke me if you need to.
I see. I'll make the most of it then.
Boy, here it comes.
You'll need to remove some layers for the next part.
Oh boy.
All of them?
I'll
Where
use
is
that layer.
where is this going? What are you gonna do?
These are just some electrodes, and I'll also measure your brain activity with one of these helmets.
All right.
There you go. Look at me putting these on, not
Good.
just staring at the bed. What is it now?
It's kind of cold in here. It's kind of embarrassing.
Why?
I don't know. I should go back and say it's kind of cold.
Is it? I suppose it might be for you, considering your lack of fur. Luckily, our scales are pretty good insulators. As you saw last time, it actually goes both ways, just like me. We're also resistant to both heat and cold.
No, just let me know if I turn blue.
You turn blue and you get cold? I'd like to see that.
It's
not good, though.
Not, yeah.
It was just a joke. Besides, when that happens, it's usually too late to get out of it again unscathed.
What a shame.
Jesus.
This will also take a while. I want to have a good reference to see how your rates change. Your head shape is a little different from ours, but I think this one should do the trick.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Is this head equipment still able to fit on me? It's like you made it for humans and then just sort of made it work for dragons.
Yeah. Perfect, just as if it was made for you.
Oh.
Not so sure of that. By the way, how can you even be sure that machinery will have no adverse effects on me?
I suppose I can't.
Okay, guess I'm fine with dying.
Okay.
That is mildly unsettling.
Your physiology is similar enough to ours that there shouldn't be any problems.
I see.
Now I'm going to ask you a few questions.
And I
I
want
want to
you
have them answered immediately.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do? What is this, a polygraph test?
No, this is something completely different. I'm also measuring your brain activity here. Besides, I don't really care about the truthfulness of your answers. Rather, this is to establish your natural highs and lows of the value I'm measuring.
Oh yeah, I get nervous and I start talking like this whenever this happens. Go ahead, then.
Let's start with the easy ones. Just say no to the following 3 questions. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. Understood?
No.
I set myself up for this one. The questions start now.
Just immediately.
Are you human?
No.
No. Oh, you said. I see.
Um,
Is your favorite color white?
no.
Interesting. Have you been convicted of any crime?
No.
I see.
I've been convicted, but that doesn't mean I haven't been involved.
Now we'll get to the real part. You can answer the following questions however you like.
Okay, got it.
Did it make you uneasy when you had to answer all the test questions negatively?
No.
I see. Interesting. Have you taken a liking to anyone here since you arrived?
Ah. Yes.
I see.
Uh-oh.
Did you have any ulterior motives when you came to our world, or is it as simple as we are led to believe?
There are no ulterior motives. No comment.
No comment. I see. That's all for this test. You can take off the helmet, and I'll take care of the electrodes.
This kind of seemed like an interrogation.
I wanted to keep it simple by asking questions I could get a reaction.
I see.
It's kind of a shame because in the end, the lack of additional subjects for this test means those results might not be very useful to us. We probably need a few more humans.
Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. Then why do them in the first place?
The data is still useful, just not as useful as it could be. And besides, I did tell you I'd make the most of this room.
Well, what's next?
I'm not sure yet. Do I want to get close enough to examine mucosa and orifices?
Oh.
Orifices, huh?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
There's only one person in this room who can answer that question. And that's Bobby! Come on out, Bobby! I've been here the whole time!
Hey, Wop.
Hey, Bob! I need the burgers, Bob! Okay, yes?
Oh.
Is that what you're into? Good to know.
Oh god.
Oh. Wait a minute. What was the question again?
Like yeah.
Do I want to get close enough? Gotcha. Probably not.
You might be right. We quarantined Reza when he initially arrived here, but skipped the procedure with you. After examining Reza, we didn't think humans by themselves posed any danger.
But you regretted that one.
Fuck. Nevertheless, who knows what kind of illnesses and bacteria you might be housing as an alternative host. I'm not taking that risk without a full protective suit.
Does that mean your procedures are going to get a lot more invasive?
No, I'm not in the mood to put the suit on and sterilize the whole room.
To be fair, I haven't heard of anyone I've been in contact with getting any strange diseases thus far.
Sure, but then I'd have to ask you if any of those actually got close enough to you. As in,
Well,
intimately coated.
No orifice examinations then.
For the next part, we'll actually have to go outside.
That sounds like fun!
Depends. Here, strap this to your arm.
What is this? What's this?
A handheld monitor. I want to measure how you perform during exercise.
Oh boy. I don't like exercising. Yes, ma'am.
That's a good little
Wow.
human.
Oh,
Very
she's
dominant.
yeah,
Oh,
Let's
she's very-
go then, shall we?
on a leash. Sure
Sure.
thing.
What was that, Shoji?
I said, that's a good little human.
That's good
Oh
old
my
humor.
god.
Just a little
Like it's
fatter.
Oh, no.
A little fatter, Chrono. I can't.
Okay.
You can,
Oh, please.
and you will.
Enough.
And now,
Take one lap around the block. I'll be waiting for you here. You can go as fast or slow as you want, but try not to stop until you're back here. I'll be monitoring you, so I'll know if you try to do anything fishy.
Okay.
I would never do such a thing. No need to point out the obvious. Piece of cake.
Easier said than done, Chrono. I'll be watching. Anyway, you can start whenever. The monitor should take care of the rest.
Okay, I'll just sit down for a second. Trying for a consistent speed, I started with a light jog. Soon I was outside the gate and around the corner when I was met with an unexpected surprise.
Oh, I can't.
Oi! Oi, Chrono! Yeah, hey, Remy. Long time no see. Indeed. Just enjoying the fresh air, I see. Yeah, I'm not jogging in place. You know, if you ever want to come by and visit the library or need to know anything, feel free to ask me. I will, thanks. My pleasure. Bye.
I wonder why I went from a nerdy voice to an Australian voice.
Weird. Weird,
This is like the universe where he's Australian.
It's an Australian Remy. So the next playthrough, he's not going to have one.
Like, hello, hey, how you doing?
Whoa, hello there.
Hello.
Celestial Rainicorn. Afterwards, I finished my lap around the block, arriving
Hello.
only a few minutes after I had started.
I suppose it was too much to ask for a lap without any breaks. Maybe I shouldn't have expected you to be as fit as we are.
I got distracted on the way.
How so? Did you have to stop and smell some flowers?
I saw an Aussie.
Sassy.
I met Remy.
Remy? Oh, I wouldn't have minded if that bastard kicked the bucket too.
Wow.
Wow.
Anna, goddamn.
What do you have against him?
Jeez.
He's such a self-righteous do-gooder who can't help but stick his nose where it doesn't belong. I don't care what he does as long as he doesn't mess with me, but he does mess with me, so I do care. Anyways, I've got your data, so we can head back inside if you aren't too exhausted to walk.
Of course.
The dragon game.
It's called Angels with Scaly Wings.
It is essentially a dating game that has
It's-
way more depth.
In depth,
just
it's
that.
fucking deep.
And
Not all about dragons, Mom!
Whoa!
Data.
Sounds
Looking at your data, it's kind of hard to evaluate it without having any reference point. How much exercise do you usually get?
And for clarification, this isn't a type of a game I usually play. This is
But
very
he's going to
this
play
is
it.
very out of left field, but these two really want me to play it.
Shoji was basically like, yeah, you should play it, and I was like, yeah, he should, and I just
Yeah,
bought
he
it
should.
for him.
Yeah. Obligations. Wait a minute, what was the question? Whoops.
How much do you exercise?
How much do I exercise? A little.
I see.
You sure get to ask me a lot of questions here.
All just part of the test? Though I think those are all the tests I needed to run on you for today.
Does that mean we're done here?
Oh, some of the data from the scanning machine has been processed. We can look at some pretty pictures of you.
No. Unflattering as they may be. Why don't you print them out and have them framed? I'd rather be looking at some pretty pictures of you instead.
Oh my god.
Oh, you date dragons? Basically, I guess this is a
But
second
it
date.
does run deeper than just like dating the dragons.
Yeah, there's like murder and time travel and
Yeah.
yeah, blood here, censored like covered up penis here and there,
Wine?
wine. Why don't you print them out and have them framed?
Or better still, sell the prints. I can make bank doing that.
Whoa.
Huh?
Thanks for the idea.
Oh no.
Wouldn't I deserve royalties from that?
Sorry, no such written agreement exists. Oh right, I totally forgot that you are a mammal. To encounter an intelligent mammal of all things, well, reasonably intelligent at the very least.
Jesus.
Why is that so surprising? You already have your myths about humans.
Myths are myths. Having you here in the flesh is an entirely different thing.
Huh, I bet you're whelmed.
It's not like I could use our myths to get a scan like this one. It just seems so funny to me. Do you nurse your young from your teats as well?
I
Not mine specifically, but
Yeah.
yes, we do.
Let me study your muscle groups for a bit. Let me study your teats.
Do you want me to take my clothes off again?
I meant the pictures.
Oh. Oh, of course. Pull shirt back down.
Never mind.
disappointed.
You can stay for a bit longer in case I have any questions.
Okay. While I continued sitting on the bed, she went up to her table and started looking at the scans of muscle groups as we talked. Her eyes never left the screen. She was studying very intently.
Some of these structures are very similar to those found in Damien's kind.
I'm not surprised. His stature is similar enough.
True, true. Now shut up and let me concentrate.
Ha 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 ha! Why don't you stop talking to me, bitch? Maybe I won't respond to you. Does that approach ever work?
What are you talking about?
You know, being a bitch. you, be-
Essentially.
Sorry.
you apologize. That's a new one.
I don't want to make any excuses, but with a high-pressure job like mine, I don't really get to go out and socialize much.
Yeah, but do you ever like?
I want to
wa-
warn you that I think that there is like a choice here that'll like piss her off like a lot, and she's like, "Leave, don't ever come back."
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Okay.
It's kind of weirdly like random. It's not like I don't think you'll get it, but it's like, it's weird.
Good to know.
Okay.
I guess.
Add some deteriorating circumstances to that, and you get my life.
Don't you have any friends?
Not really. If you keep skipping grades like I did and were on the fast track in university, you wouldn't really have the time to make or keep any friends either. I think the last time I had a real friend was more than a decade ago.
What happened to that friend?
Well,
It's a long story. Here it is.
we went to the same class for a while. I ended up skipping a grade after that year. She found new friends. I didn't. We still met, but those visits became less and less frequent as time went on. I was around 10 years old when her parents prompted me to visit her. She was in the hospital, apparently had been for some time already. I didn't know because I hadn't seen her for quite a while at that point. She had contracted some sort of degenerative disease that caused her to gradually lose control of her muscles. Her case was particularly bad. She was already paralyzed from the neck down by the time I went to visit her. When I entered her room, I couldn't even pretend to be her friend. Lying in the bed was just a crude image of her former self, as it was as if she was already dead.
Jeez.
I couldn't bear to see her like that. It scared me. I didn't stay long. Seeing her like that was... I just told myself I never wanted to end up like her, dying slowly, painfully, and alone. Oh, that wasn't that long.
Okay.
That was the last time I saw her. She died a few weeks later.
A Sundari dragon. I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's pretty scary, I think.
Yeah.
She's more of like, I think she's just, I don't know. She's like into being a bad girl.
Pretty much.
That's why you became a scientist?
Not really. I became a scientist because that's apparently what I'm good at. Doesn't make my work any less important, though. And just from what we did here today, we might make a few breakthroughs in several areas.
Really?
You are a completely different yet stable evolutionary line. There are some things that are similar in our bodies and others that are completely different. Anything that is different and works can tell us something new about biology.
Yeah, it's like meeting an alien.
All the various species have their own challenges and diseases. It'll come in handy somewhere for sure.
You're doing all that because of your pure, unselfish heart.
Not really, but if I do the brunt of the work, then I deserve to have my name on it.
There it is. I guess so.
Well, I think that's it for the day. You can go if you like.
I wouldn't mind staying for a bit longer.
Really?
I mean, I've been here all day.
Well, I want to study those pictures some more, and I can't really have you around if I do anything serious. But maybe some other time.
Really?
Because you're so insistent, I might as well.
Okay.
You know how busy I am, but I can call you if you'd like.
Sure.
Not like I like you or anything. If I don't forget, that is.
Baka.
Paquero.
Baka. Cordiano. Well, I'll leave you to your work then.
Honey.
Sassy.
Yeah, I think you're good. I think it was like, I think if you chose like the, like weirdly if you chose like, oh, I'd like to have some pictures framed of you, like for some reason that like really pisses her off.
What the fuck? She's
And,
like,
I think you
excuse
just, like,
me?
say, I think you just say something automatically, and then she's like, I think you should leave now. I'm like,
Forward
whoa.
or something.
Anyway, looks like I have some free time today.
Loves your breast.
Let's do Katsuharu just to save his business.
Okay.
Might as
I've
well.
seen this before.
We're gonna skip it anyway. Might as well.
Oh, I don't even
Nice.
remember you.
We're gonna have more timelines with him being saved, I guess.
I think you can guess why I'm here.
It's because we slept together there, you. Is it Reza again? What happened this time?
Was I the only one who thought that? Never mind. The chief will explain everything when we get there. Let's not keep him waiting, shall we?
Okay.
I think you can maybe skip it, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, yes.
I want to skip ahead, as
you
wish.
Whoop. I'll do it. Okay.
You
Good.
saved him, you.
Wow, what a good job you did there.
Do the second one.
Yeah, but that's what? Oh yeah. This is to save him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, do the bandage. Maybe there'll be something with Anna.
Oh yeah,
Well,
since she's alive, and it's
remember,
not just
though,
the
might
fucking
be-
assistant.
Yeah.
I saw her sitting in the hallway floor, door to the lab wide open. Hey Anna.
Oh, it's you.
So why don't you ever wear a lab coat? I
I
mean,
don't need one.
what's going
I'm
on here?
red. The police came and raided the place.
Is that why there's cocaine on the floor?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right there.
Clearly.
Yes.
Clearly cocaine. What is that? I'm so fucking bothered by it. Also by this human thing. Whatever.
It's okay. We have
I don't
an
think there's any
explanation for
answer.
that, at least.
What? Why?
It's a long story, and I'm not going to tell it now.
Is it bad?
I don't know yet. Not sure how they expect me to work in these conditions, considering I got assignments from the council and the police.
Well, it could be worse. Could be dead.
Then they both turn around and mess up the place as if it's part of their job. Doesn't make any sense to me. Someone's going to hear about this, and there will be consequences, I can tell you that. Anyways, what did you want?
You gonna hunt more of their sheep? I'm
Yes.
just here to
Gonna
drop
hunt
this
them.
off for you, courtesy of the police.
That's what I'm talking about. Mess up my place and then ask for my help. Something isn't right here, and I'm getting get to the bottom of this. What is this anyway?
Well, I'd like to talk to you about your face. You seem to have blood rush to it and then immediately brush out of it a lot. And I think you need to just take it easy. I'm sorry. It's a bloody bandage for analysis. It's related to Reza investigation.
Alright, then I'll take it, not for the police department's sake, but for yours.
Oh, cool.
Don't let me hold you up. I'm sure you have places to be.
Okay, well, see you then.
Yeah.
Just as an FYI, this playthrough may not make a whole lot of sense if you haven't seen it from the beginning.
Yeah, we're skipping a lot of stuff we've seen before because it's this game to get the
Yeah.
true ending. You have
Yeah, we're
to
getting
go through
all
all
the
the
endings.
routes.
And we saved Anna because in the normal playthrough, spoilers, I guess, kind of, if you haven't seen this, but you haven't, I guess, she dies in the middle of the story, and because now we're going down her route, we managed to prevent her death. So,
Yeah.
that's what we said.
PD8 to the library. The witness didn't have anything, for sure.
None of them really had anything. You can just do
Well,
whatever.
I've spoken with Remy a couple times. Maybe something will pop up here. Doesn't look like Remy's here. Okay, fine, whatever. Oh, is it OC? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, don't mind this.
Yeah, nothing. It's just an important plot piece. It's okay.
Oh, huh? An empty message. Let's check the next one. There's another long pause. I almost thought that something was wrong with the machine, but then I heard Anna's voice.
Hey, Chrono, I'm not even sure why I'm calling about this, but it seemed like you wanted to hang out last time, so call me back if you feel like it.
You getting
Oh.
shy?
Yeah, she like hung up the first time and then called again.
If you don't want to, then, well, whatever.
Oh,
She's getting attached.
Oh.
What was that all about?
Fucking-
Oh well.
Oh well, I guess I'll hang out with
I
Bryce.
guess Bryce. Well, how about I hang out with Remy? That'll make her happy.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it!
I guess she's here.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Anna.
Hey,
What's going on? You sound pretty worried on the phone.
worried? If I was worried, it would mean that I was afraid of something that might happen, but I'm way beyond that. I know exactly what's going to happen to me. It's over. It's all over.
Did somebody die? Oh, a lot of people died in
Yes.
previous timelines.
Yes.
I think every single dragon that you've seen on the screen has died in one of the timelines.
Pretty much, mostly.
Actually,
Sebastian died, Remy died, Bryce died, Anna's
Wait,
died.
Remy died?
Yeah, or no, I'm thinking of
You're thinking of
Sebastian.
I'm thinking of
Lorem,
Lorem,
who disappeared.
who disappeared. Gotcha. Yeah,
Adine
well,
is okay, I think.
Yeah, but maybe she broke her wing in practice. I wonder if her wing is okay if I don't come to practice with her. And she actually does okay in the competition. Anyway, it's all over, it's all over? What are you talking about? Stop being such a crazy bitch!
First they came to my lab, and now they went to my home too.
Who did?
The police! They raided the place! They had a warrant and everything! I already know what they have. I already know that they have all they need to convict me. I'm going to die in prison.
What? Why?
Because of those tests I did on you.
Not supposed to.
You will die in prison because you looked at my fingernail under the microscope? I'm a bit confused. Why don't you start from the beginning?
Alright.
Here we go. Here we go.
This goes years back, and you already know half the story.
Alright.
I was a brilliant mind who had skipped years in school and on the fast track to university with incredible lucrative career in front of me.
Hashtag humble brag.
You wouldn't believe the offers I had, based on all my accomplishments.
Hashtag humble brag.
I was still in school and already solving problems that no one would touch before.
Alright, I get it.
I had so many awards lining on my shelves that new ones just went straight into the trash. I didn't need them. I just enjoyed the challenge.
I was the best. I was a Tony Stark of our age.
Besides, I couldn't care less about what some old people thought about my work. As if I needed their approval. I was already more than any of them could have ever dreamed to be.
Okay.
The next problem I was going to tackle was an incurable disease. I had started my research, but an ironic twist of fate, I ended up contracting that very same disease myself. Whether someone had not been following health and safety protocols as well as they should have, or if I was just unlucky, I'll never know. But the reality was that I now had a disease that was treatable but not curable. Despite having helped an incredible amount of people with my work, I was now the one who needed help, yet there was no one who could help me. No one but myself. I was already planning on working on a cure anyway, and what better reason could there ever be than doing it to save myself? I told no one about my affliction and set out to do what many others had failed to do. Any materials I needed to start my work were easily acquired just by waving my status around. I had free reign over my own lab, could have even gotten assistance if I wanted to, but knew they would only be liabilities.
Look, the last one died.
Died. I even had a few good leads for ways to combat the disease, although the one that I chose to pursue was not exactly legal.
Oopsie.
Now, without prior approval by the council, my research was promising though, and while I submitted the paperwork, I know that these things always move slowly.
What I'm getting at is that I'm going to jail for killing a sheep. And you're going with me.
Because you hate it.
Shit.
Being pushed through the various board committees could have taken months, if not years, depending on how generous they would be. I just couldn't afford to wait that long, as I was working against the clock. So while waiting for the paperwork to be approved, I had already started with my work. I fully expected them to approve it eventually. How could they not, given that I was tackling an incurable disease? The method I was going to use was not necessarily a new one, but it was controversial. It didn't even cross my mind that anyone would object, seeing as I would cure thousands, if not millions, of future people. But I was younger then, and a little more naive than I am now. In the end, my whole project came crashing down in flames. The proposal that I was sure would be approved was ultimately rejected, putting all the work I had already done in jeopardy. I had already made good progress at the time, too. After the rejection, there was going to be an inspection of my workplace in order to determine the progress I had made on the project, which they assumed had been within legal bounds and didn't include controversial things outlined in the paperwork. Of course, that meeting was just going to be a pretense because I knew there were already rumors going around about what I really went on in my lab. In the end, I had very little warning. Thankfully, I managed to dispose of the most egregious evidence before they arrived. They found proof of my wrongdoing, but since they didn't find evidence of how... thank you. They didn't find evidence of how far I had already proceeded. I was able to deny most of their accusations. Using the controversial method when it hadn't been approved was still seen as a very grievous offense, however.
Like smoking weed.
Ah, so
Yeah, so many people in prison right now.
I was charged and sentenced harshly, but the sentence was suspended due to their lack of evidence.
All the white people going like, hey, look at all these medical benefits to weed. All the black people in prison going like, oh yeah, that's real cool.
Well,
Wish I knew about that. Still in prison, by the way.
right.
Even though it's
All
legal.
I had done for them. They knew better than to take away my license, and I was able to continue work in other areas under the condition that it was within a council-owned facility.
Who'd you kill? I see, so I assume that those tests on me were against whatever conditions they set for the suspended sentence?
Exactly.
Why didn't you just do things the proper way and wait for the paperwork to clear?
Before my paperwork would even get through, you'd be long gone. Using you as a test subject would have been a process the Council would have to discuss with humanity. As such, there might have been another trade agreement, and who knows what else.
So this is about the fingernail, right?
This is about the blood.
Oh, what if I didn't give her the blood at the beginning, though?
I don't know. I don't
She may
remember.
not like you as much either, but I wonder if this
I wonder if I, like, didn't give her the blood, but then still went down the route.
I don't know. I just didn't have the time. Quite frankly, I don't even know how much longer I have left. This is my death sentence.
You thought my test results would help you find a cure?
And that's never going to happen now.
How'd they find out so quickly? It's not been that long since I came to your lab.
It wasn't just those tests, there was Reza too.
Huh. Reza told me he didn't give you any of his blood when you asked for it.
That's because that's not what I got from him. This is my life we're talking about. Do you think I didn't spend hours on the ground in the hallway, the facility after Reza's first visit, trying to find a stray hair or anything else I could use? Or that when I gave him the first generator, I didn't try to graze his skin just enough so I could salvage a few skin cells?
How'd they find out about all
That
those?
probably would have just turned out the same regardless.
Okay, it's about Reza.
was
Okay.
Damien, my assistant, that piece of shit.
Oh, the dead one?
He was blackmailing me.
Oh, and they think she killed him for the blackmail, maybe.
Because he's jealous of me, jealous of my success. He found out what I was doing with the stuff I could salvage from Reza. Didn't mind giving him what he wanted, though. I just wanted to live. When he died, when the police searched his apartment, they found all the evidence he had on me.
Okay.
Now everything is coming down. I'll be punished to the full extent of the law, and I will die in prison. My work will forever be tainted. Not that I'll care about that when I'm dead. Do you remember that childhood friend of mine I told you about? I never wanted to end up like her, but it seems not even I can do anything to escape that fate. Maybe I deserve it. Maybe it's my punishment. To die like she did because I left her. I will spend my last days bedridden in a prison cell. No one will visit me or care. And you know what? With all that data I got from you, I might have actually found a cure. I don't want to cry in front of you. I don't want the attention or the pity. I don't want it. I didn't cry back when I was diagnosed. I'm sure as heck not going to cry now.
Oh, tell her you know
you
about
go.
her cancer. Oh, that's that letter I read.
That's a good
If I hadn't read the envelope, I would know. You have cancer.
How do you know that?
Oh.
Well, I'm just guessing.
Also, I probably killed your lab assistant, by the way.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know yet.
Me from the future, I probably did it. I mean, if
Long
it's who I
story.
think it was probably me.
I think if your
Yeah.
blood is so important, not giving her the blood would maybe save her from getting fucked right now, but would also,
No, I think it's just because she did Reza's stuff, so it would have.
I guess.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
she either
right.
dies or she's being convicted of her lab assistant being killed. Either way,
Yeah.
she'd be pretty
She's
fucked.
screwed.
I saw your treatment plan when I was waiting outside on our date.
What?
I snooped.
How dare you look into my personal belongings!
I'm sorry! Well, hey, I wouldn't have if you didn't keep me waiting.
So what? That doesn't give you any right to look into my stuff.
I don't even think I knew it was your stuff. I mean, I was sitting there for 2 hours and I saw a piece of paper, so... It just happened, okay?
Now you show your true colors, Chrono.
Yes, I'm a white, cis male.
You're just as duplicitous as our government.
Nice.
They keep talking about how they care about everyone, yet that wasn't what happened to me. They're backwards rules and traditions that now demand that I die.
Yes, deflect your hate to the government, and not me.
The same rules and traditions that would make them worship you
Uh-oh.
just because of that because of some stupid old legend. You know it, and use it to your advantage to arrange this one-sided trade with us.
What? That wasn't me.
Doesn't matter if it was you, in particular, or one of the other humans. You still work for them, don't you? You look into things you shouldn't, and Reza does whatever the heck he does nowadays. Why did I even come here today? To have another knife driven into my back?
I mean... I don't know if I have a
I
knife.
can do that for you.
Hello?
I'm just not sure why I ever expected anything different from you.
It's not like that at all.
Oh, really? Prove it.
Okay, where I come from, we can cure cancer.
What?
What?
I guess that's in the future.
If you
You're from
came
that
with
weird-
me? Yeah, but they're in post-apocalyptic bullshit town. Why would they be able to cure cancer there?
I don't know.
If you came with me.
You can? Are you saying that if I went back with you, if you smuggled me out, that you could cure me?
Yeah, I guess. We have the facilities. If we had the power for the generators we asked for, wink wink, we could.
You kidding me? Because if you are, I'll...
No, it's the truth. Maybe we could work something out. I'm sure humanity wouldn't object. Or maybe we could just give you the technology or necessary method. We already have cured cancer, so there's no need for you to die.
Why would you do that for me?
Oh.
You know I didn't care about you. I just wanted your blood, your data, just anything that would help me save myself.
And that's exactly what I'm gonna give you. I
Why?
guess.
Nobody's ever cared about me. People were always willing to use my research, but I was just a machine to churn out results for them. That's what all the rewards were for.
Beep boop. Insert blood.
I admit that I was selfish, always. Yet I did great things. At least that's what everyone kept telling me. You know, after that whole affair back then and the suspended sentence, the rumors about me never stopped. They warn you about me, tell you to stay away? I'm sure they have. Why are you still here?
This is I live here.
This is my house. You
Leave.
showed up.
Leave. Leave, Kevin.
Who's that Kevin guy?
He's still. Hey, Chrono. Oh, he's here again.
I drank that liquid in your fridge.
Oh,
Oh my
it's really good.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I didn't listen to them. I guess just like you.
The council, Damien, Remy, they were always sabotaging me. If everyone just left me alone, I wouldn't even need your help. Why couldn't everyone just leave me alone? When they gave me the manager position at the facility, that was just to distract me even more, giving me free reign over the lab so I'd be tempted to do something I shouldn't. How could I not at least try? One of their oh-so-important founding principles is how every individual is important. That's clearly not the case with me. At least they never showed it was. Now I can see just how different you are. You're the only one who came to me willingly and without any ulterior motives.
So far as you know.
Or did you?
Nah. you invited me. I
fucking
just
heard
took that invitation.
Just to use you? You still came back for more. You let me do all those tests on you? Sure, you complained like a pro, but you set it out for me.
I guess I'm a sub.
Oh my
Ugh.
god.
I owed it. Ugh.
Yeah, we love Subway too.
Ah,
We love subbing.
sorry, I'm a substitute. Human. Anyway, I owe it to you.
You don't owe me anything anymore.
Okay, well, bye.
Bye.
So what?
Out of my house.
Maybe I won't have to die after all.
That's the spirit.
If you can cure me, I'll give you whatever you want. I know there's politics involved, and I know that it may not ever happen, but this is my last straw, my last hope.
I'll do what I can. You're still going to jail,
Yeah.
Thank you.
I guess. Well, actually, no. Not if they prove that it wasn't her that killed the assistant.
I don't think that's
Enough
the
of that.
issue here.
I hope you don't mind me hanging around here. My place still looks like the police raided it. Oh, wait, that's exactly what happened.
Ha! 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 Do you need help cleaning up?
No, I can pay someone to do it later. I just don't want to be there right now.
Can you pay me?
No.
Do-
Nice apartment
Oh.
you got here, by the way. Not quite as fancy as mine, but this isn't bad either. I guess the council treats you nicely, huh?
Hey, it wasn't my decision.
You're such a VIP, aren't you?
Oh. Okay, very intellectual person. Yes.
Yeah!
Yeah, I am intellectual. Can't be that important if your apartment is nicer than this. Besides, after your rhetoric about being wild and all that when we went on our date, I assumed you were more the type of person who just lives in a hole in the ground.
Not what I said. I told you I can appreciate all kinds of different experiences. I could survive in the wild if I wanted to, though. Do you want to know what I did on my last vacation? I just started walking in a random direction. I spent a week in the wilderness before I came back.
Okay. That must have been an adventure. I wouldn't be able to do that without tools.
I could give you some tips if you like, and you can give me yours.
Oh my
Whoa,
god.
Whoa.
Not sure if I'll ever need them, but I guess they could come in handy.
Actually, there's one tip that should take care of everything.
Let's hear it then.
Just be a dragon. You've got everything you need and don't have to rely on tools and other stupid
Thanks,
stuff.
Well-
Anna.
All problems solved. Hey, how's that cancer treating you, by the way? How about you use some of my fucking tools, you
How about
hypocrite?
you just not have cancer?
How about you not have a cancer? Yeah, why don't you just not have cancer?
And I'll just be a dragon.
Fucking shut up. Yeah, that's super helpful. How do you think I'm supposed to do that?
Not my problem.
I can say the same fucking thing. Actually, can you tell me about your advances in genetic engineering? Maybe you could make it happen.
Well,
My personal ones?
I was speaking more of your society as a whole, but if you have personal experience, that could also be interesting.
We could do so much if we wanted to. Cloning, genetic scrambling, or hybrids of our various different species.
Oh, humans have never done that. A dragon-human hybrid? Anyway, how long has your species been around, by the way?
Oh. Heck, we could even create new species if we wanted to. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. Tampering with genetics is not allowed.
Is that so? Why?
Our enlightened society does not see any value in it. Besides, you know about our creation myth, right?
The one about a human creating you?
Yeah, that one. It's the only one we have.
Well, that's right.
Anyway, we are not to tamper with the perfect images after which we were created.
Oh. Huh. Okay. And what would those be?
The belief is that each species was molded for particular tasks or a particular role in our society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Some of them aren't even wrong. It suggests certain species that should go into certain jobs because of their naturally higher aptitude in those fields.
Can you give an example? I mean, is this not self-explanatory?
Yeah. Well, let's just say that while everyone can join the police force, you'll never be the flyer on duty unless you belong to a species that can fly.
Which is a given. I was talking more about, is there any sort of discrimination, for example?
You could say so. These structures can be pretty rigid in places, especially where the council is concerned. They really like to employ the members of the various species in their traditional roles. Ironically enough, the perpetual nuisance you know as Remy was a revolutionary case where that didn't happen.
In what way?
Well, a counselor's aide, particularly one who works in the archives, is usually a member of a species with more dexterous hands. You can't really expect a four-legged species to do that kind of job well. He doesn't. It's really been a disaster. He's basically become the laughingstock of the whole town. When Remy initially got the position, there was a lot of controversy about the subject. Some liked it, some didn't.
He was an affirmative action hire, I guess. I thought that for Ember, politics was a popularity contest. Doing something controversial and divisive like that doesn't really fit that image.
She wasn't like that in the beginning. It certainly caused some people to remember her. I mean, without the word some, though. And now that people know her, she has changed her attitude a bit. It was a good move because it kept her in the spotlight all the time. She's using it to gain popularity now.
So she just likes the attention?
I don't know why she does it, and frankly, I don't care. You have to ask her yourself, but I doubt she'd tell you. I wouldn't expect honesty from someone like her.
She likes massages, I know that much.
Yeah.
Politics always used to be so messy, Bassholm.
Basil.
Basil! Anyway, scandals, arguments, lies. The Wikes! They were everywhere.
We do get the occasional scandal from time to time, and of course there's always rumors. You can't really make people stop talking.
Yeah. Or dying, in my case.
Yeah.
They always die. In a way, I'm glad we don't have all that anymore.
Why not?
Oh, we had a bunch of people die, and then everybody just sort of backed off for a bit. At some point, it just gets tiring. People get loud and argumentative, and those are supposed to be our leaders.
That's not something people would like here. If you are a council member who wants to be popular, you don't engage in that kind of behavior.
You'd be surprised at how people can get high up acting like assholes. Sounds like a nice change of pace.
Not necessarily, since it also leads to reluctant agreements and sweeping issues that could be talked about under the rug. You know what? That doesn't jive with me.
Okay.
They like to preserve this fantasy of peace and harmony in our society. To me, it's just so fake.
Ugh. Faker!
Faker, you aren't good enough to be my... I'll eat you out there!
I'll make you eat those words! Ha!
People
Fake!
pretend.
You're not even good enough to be like...
Look, those words! Look at those words! I'm gonna interrupt you. People pretend to be something they aren't, to conform because they don't want to stand out. They become faceless puppets like drones in a hive or cogs in a machine.
Hmm.
What kind of world do we live in where speaking one's mind is seen as something bad? I never held back. Let's see where that got me.
But some would argue that it would just be easier to conform then.
I could never do that. And besides, I don't want to. There is this thing called integrity, and if there's one thing the society needs, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Now you're starting to sound like a politician.
That's what your politicians sound like. Maybe they aren't so bad. Sometimes I just want to walk up to some of ours and shake them until they wake up and accept the truth.
Shape.
No, our politicians sound like this. You wouldn't believe it.
You wouldn't believe it. They're great. They're awesome.
Wouldn't
That
believe
age.
it. Great. Best politicians ever. You wouldn't believe it. God damn it. What is the truth? What is life?
I'm a scientist. Truth are facts that are empirically verifiable by science and tests.
Mhm.
After all, the tests I do in my job are to find out if assumptions are true or not.
I suppose if you ask different people, their definitions of truth would be very different.
Yeah, well, they'd be wrong. What's truth to you, then?
Truth is what I feel is right. I share your view, actually. I know that I know nothing. I am oblivious. What did she say again?
What's truth to you?
Truth or facts?
Science.
Okay, science, I guess so. Yeah.
Truth is true.
There aren't nearly enough people like that around here. You do seem to like talking about this kind of stuff, though.
Yeah. I'm not an ambassador for nothing, you know.
You're an ambassador so you can discuss the nature of truth with different cultures. You know, if you ask the wrong kind of person, these kinds of discussions could turn very ugly.
Yeah, they could be sitting in my apartment for the longest time and not leaving. Talking about bullshit. Kevin?
Kevin.
Kevin?
Kevin, get the fuck out of here! Oh, don't.
Hey, did we forget something? Kevin!
Fucking Kevin.
Get the fuck out of here! Get out of my fridge!
Ugh.
Great.
I
Good
just,
dates.
I just every time I think of that, he just wouldn't shut the fuck up. It was
Oh
awful.
my god.
Awful.
I'm certainly here to learn about what you're thinking and how your society works on a deeper level. Of course, I wouldn't just walk up to someone on the street and start talking. Yeah, of course. Who would do that?
Not like.
Who would do that? And then invite them over for hours until it got dark
Ugh.
to a place to like talk about a college I would never attend.
And then he
Anyway.
stayed at your house.
And he stayed at my house forever. Do you stay overnight?
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh fuck.
Shit. There he is.
Maybe you should be talking with someone in social
He's
studies.
staring at the
then.
window.
Oh,
right
God,
now.
I should talk about somebody that knows about psychology. Not necessarily. Even if someone like that gave me their opinion, it's still important to hear other voices, people voices themselves.
Okay. Anything else you want to know?
How much do you really like
Whoa.
me?
Okay.
What?
That's not the kind of question I was expecting.
You called me when things went down. And you say you don't really know anyone else.
So what?
Is that hard to admit that you like someone?
You know me a little by now. You know what I'm like. Whatever you're looking for, you know that I'm not that kind of material.
Not even as a friend?
When I use emotionally laden words to describe our relationship, we've met a few times, and that does it for you.
This isn't about me. Before anything happens to either of us, I just want to know.
You want me to tell you how I feel about you?
I mean,
Even if something bad happened, or wait, even if something happened between us, you know it's not made to last. You will go back to your own world, and I'll probably spend the next few years in prison.
you remember I offered to bring you over and cure your cancer, right? That was a thing we just discussed? You wouldn't like the commitment anyway, would you?
True, I wouldn't let something like that hold me back. People don't like me, and I don't like people. That's how it's always been.
That makes sense.
I'm worried if we're on
Right.
a bad end right now.
Nah.
Right now, though, I'd have to say that you're probably the person I hate the least.
Oh, cool. That's something, I guess.
I also can't deny that you have a certain exotic quality about you.
Oh, that's racist, apparently. Exotic. Saying somebody looks
Erotic!
Yeah.
Erotic. Erotic. Now you're talking.
But enough about me. If you put up with me for this long, it can't all just be your own unselfish kindness, can it?
I was smitten with you since the first time I saw you. I don't hate you too.
I guess we feel the same way then. You know, this might be our last opportunity to do something. Why not make it worth it? You just want to fuck?
Oh.
If you say so.
Oh,
I don't want to
this
get
is-
cancer or
this is-
anything.
Oh my god.
Is that
Oh.
a yes?
It's not a no. Yes.
Oh.
No. Are we still doing the question thing? Where I say no to everything? She strode
Oh.
forward, reaching out
Ooh.
with a claw before she hooked it into the neckline of my
Oh.
shirt. She started stabbing me. Oh god! Oh, she's
Oh,
a
now she's-
raptor.
Hello.
Just
Look
realize
at that
this?
face. Oh, she's a raptor.
Oh, she's
Holy
a raptor. Holy
She's
shit.
like a raptor body?
Yeah. Well, she doesn't look like she's. She looks like she's always. But when she's like down, what?
She's, yeah.
This is perspective.
I don't know. What are you doing?
Well, we have to take these off, Jim.
Oh.
Anna.
Anna.
Not like that. You'll ruin them. I'll do it. She's kind of hot.
Oh, I know, right? So fussy. She's kind of hot. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say no to
Oh my
that.
god. I'm more into Bryce.
Okay. There we go.
Another free day.
Yang me.
You two fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. We basically had sex off screen.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty heavily implied. Not so
That's
much like a dick out with Bryce.
Yeah,
but
censored
very,
by a wine
very
bottle.
Much implied.
I do have all the other parts of me playing this on YouTube if you want to check that out.
Yeah, and I don't think I don't think we banged
We
her.
stayed over and helped her scrub in the shower.
Yeah, that's
I mean-
as sexual as it got, but it was just sort of like, can you help me?
But
Well,
shit,
and
I
then
think
we,
it's
like,
just,
We
I think it's
ended
just
up with
Anna and
her.
Bryce.
Anna and
I think it's just
Bryce.
Anna and Bryce where it
Such a
shows.
shame. I want to fuck
Okay.
everybody.
Get some well-deserved rest. Well,
I'm
I'll just
real
sleep
glad.
again, I guess.
Oh.
Sleep off all that. Ooh, passion.
Passion, yeah. What the fuck?
Anna. Hopefully we're on her good end. I'm concerned.
Bedtime. Anna.
Hey, Chrono, looks like you're ready to go.
How are you? Oh, I didn't think you'd want to go to a community event like this one.
Anything
Dragon
can be
cancer
fun with the
works
right
a little
company.
bit different, apparently.
Oh right. Dragon
Now you have
cancer.
dragon cancer.
What was that? What was that game called?
What?
It was like something dragons, and it was about cancer.
What?
It was like it's like a vision. It's
I don't
Was
know
it
what
a
it was
visual
a,
novel?
it was something that like YouTubers were playing a while back.
I don't remember.
It was like a visual novel. It was like something dragons, and then like it was about just cancer.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't remember.
I
Hang
really
on.
don't know.
I'm gonna look this up real quick because it's gonna bother me.
Yeah, I
Nope.
have no
I
fucking
see that
clue.
butt.
Oops. Whoops. Okay.
Bayonetta,
Dragon.
swell
I'm just gonna
booger.
type in dragon cancer.
And she has
Game.
nice butt.
That dragon cancer.
What?
It was called
Oh.
That Dragon, comma
That
cancer.
actually sounds
Oh, I just remember
familiar.
seeing.
But it has nothing to do with dragons, I don't think.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, wasn't there a game called Dragon Cancer, and it was one word off? Yeah.
Yeah, it was what
was a-
like Hootie played it for the Vine Sauce charity stream. Like I think like last year.
Yeah, it's a YouTuber game. Yeah, whatever. But there you go, Dragon Cancer. I knew that sounded familiar. Anyway, but I probably have it, and I'm gonna carry it to the future and die. Whoops! I'm gonna die on my third playthrough.
Goodbye.
With that argument, we could just stay here.
I haven't seen the fireworks in years. With all the crazy shit that's happened to me recently, maybe they'll be a reminder of better days.
Oh shit! You said shit.
Yeah, shit.
Bastard earlier.
Okay, better
And Rosa
days.
said, "Fuck."
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Fuck.
Why not show a penis then, right? We're already dropping
bad.
F-bomb.
Steam
the
will
next step.
fuck your shit up.
That is the next... Oh yeah, I guess Steam. I forgot that this is a Steam game.
Yeah, I mean, they could.
Is
make
there an
that-
uncensored
No,
patch?
there isn't.
Okay, that's
No.
like
I
usually
looked
with
it
games like this. I'm
Like,
sure
I've
you
watched
did.
it.
I'm sure you did.
Hey, next
Sure.
time you can play. Next time you can play Nekojishi.
What?
Oh yeah, I haven't played that. I haven't downloaded.
What is that?
Is there a patch for that, Shoji?
There's because the Steam version is apparently better, just because like the porn scenes are kind of like out of place sometimes. But yeah, I played
Really?
the porn.
Okay.
Oh.
Good.
Oh.
Not
Probably should
Nekopara?
No,
Not the cat girl game?
no, this is actual cats.
I know
motherfucker.
Cyan
Like
played that.
furries.
Go big or go home. we
Furries.
don't use any of those fucking Neko Mimi bullshit ears here.
Alright, whatever.
We go all out.
Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, get back
Better
to the game.
days! Did you even say something like that? I don't remember. You don't usually talk about yourself like that.
It's because I just don't give a damn anymore. I just don't give a damn anymore. Who cares if they know that about me? Who cares if the entire town knows? I certainly don't.
Damn, Maria.
I was
Marie.
expecting that.
These days, I'm just trying to make the most of whatever is left.
All right, let's go then. Here we go again.
After a few minutes of walking, we walked out.
Okay.
We saw the fireworks.
So much for the whole town being out to watch the fireworks.
Yeah, I'm not going to these places. I'm kind of a celebrity, you know.
Oh, hashtag humble brag for like the 50th time. Really?
For better or worse, people know about me. Of course they would, given my int.
Oh, I thought they.
Because
Okay.
I watch Rick and Morty.
Are you sure you're not infamous?
Oh my god.
Or maybe you just don't want to be seen with me.
No, that's not it. Actually, that could be quite fun. It'd only be another reason for people to be jealous of me.
God damn it. What a great personality you have. Oh, I think it's starting. Can't wait for this timeline to be over.
Oh my
Whoops.
god.
We fucked. It's over. Bye. I'll cure your cancer at some point. Waited quietly as the still as I enveloped us the sound of the first rocket. More rockets
Then
followed.
suddenly I had a bad realization.
And there's that smiley face with the eye and the three eyes again. I always see that for some
I
reason.
don't.
It's like a clown. Suddenly a terrible realization hit me.
Reza could be fucking.
Reza can make his
crashing.
move. Not only the village basically
The
deserted.
fuck?
Sebastian, yeah, we saved him. Portal been repaired. And I think we need to go now.
Really? The fireworks just started.
I know where Reza is. We need to stop him.
Who? Speak for yourself. This isn't my responsibility.
Okay, die then. This is much bigger than you. Are you gonna help me or not?
Alright, just for you. What do you want me to do? Fight him?
I mean, I'm not sure if that would be such a good idea. I want to try talking to him first.
If you can buy us some time, maybe I can get some help.
Get Bryce. That would be perfect. He'll be at the portal. Let's go!
I brought Remy.
I brought Remy. Oh, good. Good for you. And how was it?
Fuck!
Fuck! Out of the portal just a few minutes later. Couldn't help but notice. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh. Fuck you, maybe I can.
Holy shit. Suddenly Maverick and Anna appeared next to me.
You planned this, didn't you, Chrono? Traitor!
Traitor!
You think I let you distract me with such a cheap trick just because I thought I was still destroying humanity within you?
Oh!
This guy's gonna be so confused as watching the stream. He's like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. And he pulled out his gun! Not sure which one of us should be aiming at.
Let me go and I'll forget this thing ever happened.
You got 6 bullets for 3 people. You think you really could do that, Reza? You think it's worth risking your life for?
I've been risking my life for this every day for the last 2 weeks. What did you do during that time? Sip champagne in your nice apartment and fuck that dragon?
Maybe.
Aside, you did that before. I remember. This generator, the whole building came from our time. They belong to humanity.
Suddenly, the administrator came out of the shadows in the hallway behind Reza. Hello!
They
Who is it this time?
Confused,
know.
Reza spun around, aiming his gun at the newcomer who was slowly walking towards him.
Who the fuck are you? I said freeze! Freeze, asshole! Don't waste your bullets on me. You're free. You can't stop all of us. If you say so.
Love your voice is changing.
Ah, fuck!
If you say so.
I'm a fucking arm! Well, it's a lot different when he gets shot. Pulled the trigger, the administrator fell to the ground with a dull thud, knocked her mask off. It's Izumi again. Interesting. How do I know her name? My first instinct was to run away, but as Maverick started charging, so did Anna and I. Oh shit! He actually got to him this time. Last time he popped 2 bullets in each of them.
There's a couple times I think where he got him without getting shot.
I like how Anna's
Not when he shot Izumi last time.
I see.
I shot like Bryce a little too.
Yeah, he shot 1 at the administrator, and then 2 at Bryce, and then 2 at Maverick, and he shot me once.
Right.
That's the only other time that he shot the administrator. Maverick is fast, pouncing on Reza before he had a chance to aim at any of us. Reza trying to save humanity, meanwhile you're fucking dragons. I mean, I have priorities, I guess. I'm not saying they're good. I'm saying they're priorities. He was knocked to the ground.
priorities.
The best, according to some people.
According to everyone.
Anyway, he was.
Keep
Look at
reading.
me.
Why was I looking at you?
Hey.
Sorry, I died. Oh, I didn't die this time, sorry. He was knocked to the ground. Maverick embedded his teeth into his body, into the body before him. Razor was screaming. He aimed at Maverick's head. And frantically pulled the trigger twice.
God.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh!
Jaws dislodged and Razor aimed his gun in my direction. Out of nowhere, Anna tackled me, shoving both of us both out of the way before Razor unloaded the weapon in our direction. Both of us were seemingly unharmed, and by the time Razor was reloading his gun, Anna had already up again and running towards him. Up! Just as he raised his arm to aim at her, she jumped to collide with him, causing him to miss his target
I'm
wildly.
gonna pretend you're a sheep!
She was on top of him now, raising a hind leg before slitting his throat with one of the large claws at the end of it.
Like a raptor.
Yeah, like a raptor. No, I don't think he would kill you quite yet. He would cut you across the belly. Or the throat. The point is, you're not dead when they're eating you. So why don't you show some little respect for the chickens? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh my god! Immediately, he slumped. Blood gushed from his wound as he helplessly squirmed to the ground in horrible, distorted noises left his sternum.
That's good. Good.
That should cover it. I'm gonna fucking die! After a few seconds, his movement stopped, and Anna returned to me. If we're not taking this as seriously as we should, this is the second time we've seen this, kinda, ish.
Well, isn't
He
it?
always dies in that
Not
position.
the specific thing. That's Maverick, and that's Anna.
Right.
Poor Reza, he just can't catch a break. Are you alright?
You should cut him some slack.
He's
Oh my
dead.
God.
Oh, I'll never stick my neck out for him again.
Stop.
Cut above the rest.
Oh my God.
Oh my god, should I even be
Cut
asking
your
if you're alright? I'm sorry, I'm stuck in pun mode. Yeah!
Yeah.
We want to check on the others, but both Maverick and the Administrator were dead.
Oh.
Maverick died?
Oh,
Damn,
Maverick.
shot in the head.
He got shot in the head.
Maverick.
Bad end.
Maverick. I actually really like Maverick. He's kind of a dick, but I like him.
Yeah, at least he has redeeming qualities.
He's a tragic character.
Yeah. Maria. In the weeks that followed, the dragons prepared for the comet. I, on the other hand, spent more time with Anna as she opened up about her condition. When the time came, the dragons executed their plan, and by utilizing the underground building generators, the comet was ultimately diverted and never hit Earth.
Whoa.
Even after they recovered the power, it was restored to the portal. I knew that I wouldn't be able to return to my home time as the administrator. Izumi had deleted the coordinates I needed to return home when she repaired the portal a while ago.
Anna.
While she had her own reasons for doing this, it meant that now my only options were to stay here or to use the portal and the coordinates she had entered to travel back in time and return to the day of my arrival in this world.
I'm not gonna be able to save Anna.
However, I wasn't very concerned about this at the moment, as I spent my time in this world accompanying Anna on her journey. For her help in stopping Reza, she was awarded the highest honor the council could bestow on her, citing her bravery and exceptional service to the community. As a result, the case against her was dropped, and she was cleared of all charges.
Maybe she could.
In the months that followed, I was with her during her cancer treatments that could only watch her condition worsen by the day. By this point, she was living in a hospice and had become thin and weak as her disease had eroded her both physically and mentally. What did this doctor say?
Cares what the doctor says. I know he sugarcoats everything. Not going to be long now, or else I wouldn't even be here.
I'm not sure if there's any sensible ways to ask this, but
We're talking about less than a week. Besides, I'm the one who's dying here, not you. No reason for you to be so upset.
she looked away from me as I saw tears welling up in her eyes.
And to think that in your world you already had a cure for cancer. How pointlessly tragic. Yet here I am, being what I never wanted to become.
Oh God.
But at least I'm not alone.
A few days later, she passed away quietly in her sleep. Council held a funeral in her honor, which I didn't attend.
Fuck.
Now that I had been with Anna until the end, I had a decision to make. I could either stay here, accept this outcome and all its consequences, or by using the portal and Izumi's coordinates, travel back in time and return to the day of my arrival on this world. This way I could get the chance to try again. No doubt it would be a risk to relive this roller coaster of emotions. After all, I would have to go through all the events and their dangers again, but maybe it would be worth it. Let's make another fucked up timeline.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, whoop. Could we change the event?
Huh?
I think that's I think that's her good ending, by the way.
Yeah.
Fucking kidding me.
I'm thinking like the true ending is probably everybody's good ending combined, with everybody surviving.
I hope so.
It would have to be. Even
I guess you'll
Reza.
have to. I guess you'll have to see.
Oh.
We only have one more person, and this is actually 2 hours. This is
Don't we
good.
have 2 more? What about?
Well, you have
wait.
we have Lorem and Remy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lorem is kind of weird because I think he's like, kind of has his own arc, and I think he is important somehow, but like I think he just kind of tacked on at the end. So some people are like, it's kind of weird how he just kind of is there and doesn't do too much, but it's like.
So he's
oh,
not
whatever.
necessarily a route, but he is at the same time.
Well, he's a route, but like I can't remember. I think he like.
It's
I don't
weird because we saw the 4 pictures, but there's 5 routes.
know. Yeah, like you can't romance Remy.
Huh.
It's so weird because I know he's supposed to have an ending.
Yeah, he does, but for
Okay.
some reason,
That's
I don't know. I just think you can like technically romance the others, but I don't know.
so strange.
I don't remember.
Wow, that was sad. Well, the upside is that we're able to go back in time and change the events. Maybe having knowledge of this whole thing at some point.
Hi. Look at
Oh.
Anna. She's alive. We like Anna.
Because we can't really do anything about the coordinate bullshit. Because that's what. fucking
No, whoever repairs the portal resets the coordinates when they repair it,
Right.
so
Makes
as
it so you can't go
to
back.
keep the loop going.
Right.
Till it can all finally be done.
Basically, until I'm satisfied. Which you could be at any point. You could stop playing the game.
So right now that means we have to do Remy, we have to do Lorem, we get the true ending, and then according to Shoji, the true ending, whatever that one was called
There's
again.
something, whatever it is,
Different.
the like, the something ending. The like,
Yeah.
What if I carried Dragon Cancer over to my next playthrough
oh god.
and I die?
You actually
Well, I guess you
contracted
should have done
cancer.
Anna's last.
Oh shit.
Oh, that sucks. We got our image and everything. So
Let's check the gallery because we
Oh.
should have gotten
Oh, that's really cute. God,
Like that.
these paintery ones are really nice.
yeah. Nice.
Cause
Ew.
like not
Or you.
to bash on the art or anything, but like I don't quite think the sprites look that great. They don't look fucking awful or anything, but like you know, you look at these CGs and they're like really nice.
Yeah, that's
clearly-
usually how it is with the concept art versus the
Yeah.
final
Like they're obviously
product.
different artists. I don't think, like I said, I don't think the art looks bad, but like in comparison, when you see the CGs, you're like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Well, we can do another route tonight if
Yeah.
either of you are up for that.
I'm all for it, Shoji.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I'm gonna actually stop the stream and start it back up because this actually hit like 2 hours exactly.
All right.
So that's good. I'm gonna
Sit
stop.
for a second.
I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually feed my dog, so I'm gonna be gone for a bit.
All right.
But you can do maybe Remy since you're voicing Remy.
Okay. Rim.
Might as well
Well,
do
he's
that.
not gonna be Australian anymore. Remember?
Oh yeah, well, you can go and I can catch up.
Please
But-
don't do that.
Please don't do that. Yeah, I got tired of doing the Australia or the English voice, so I was just like, fuck it,
Yeah,
I'll just
that's
talk
fine.
normal.
That's fine. I had to stick with Bryce because it was very
I'm Bryce.
every time.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Bryce. I'm gonna be talking like this the entire time and kill my throat. You know, the huge.
Mr. Dick.
Just a dick
Okay.
behind the wine bottle. All right, you're gonna go feed your dog. We'll be back in a little bit.
We'll be back. Don't leave that. Don't leave. One person. Raincorn. Rainicorn. Please, for the love of God, don't leave.
All right, we're back.